Setting up. All right, let's see. Home. Videos. Let's see. Live. Huh. Okay. I am here on this. Let's see. Okay. But let's see. For you videos. Videos, shorts. Live. Videos. Live. Where are we? Huh. Home. Oh, here we go. All right. Seeing it. All right. All right, we are good. There's a little delay. Ooh, there's my hand looking like a zombie. Okay. Let's see if anybody is in here. All right. Nobody yet. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. Oh, 2 are watching. All right. Feel free to say hello, guys, if you're in here. And I am just setting up some of the chat here. My first live sale. All right. First live sale on YouTube. All right. And again, feel free to say hello. I'm going to say hello with my hands, guys. I'm just going to be showing my hands today and doing the thing. All right. And let's see. We're going to be having a lot of jewelry available, guys. I think I'm going to preview it here right now to start. Is it 1 o'clock? Well, we got 1 more minute, so I'm just going to wait a second. All right. My first YouTube. Register with the form to complete your purchase. All right. Shipping only within the US. All right. So if anybody is out of the country for this sale, I'm going to pin this message. We need you to set up an account with like Ship2 or something like that. And then I can ship it to a domestic address. And we can, oh, somebody's sending hearts already. Awesome. Unless that was me by accident, but I think somebody sent hearts. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys, I got so much jewelry. And maybe what I'll do is just spend like really like maybe like 5 minutes here just to kind of show what I've got. And if you guys have any requests, like if you want to see necklaces or rings, all right, there we go. We've already got a request, rings. Hello, Shyberg. Hello, Anthony. Hello, McKinley. Thanks for joining, guys. Super glad to see you here. Could somebody tell me if you can hear me? And also, does the color look okay? Because on my screen, it looks so muted. On my phone, it looks good. But on my computer laptop, it looks super muted. Hopefully, that's not the case. Because if it is, I don't know how to fix it. Okay, so you can hear me and it's all good. Awesome. Okay, well, guys, okay, so who was it that said rings? Anthony. Here's a whole bunch of rings that are going to go for $5 each. Like these are not sterling silver. They're just, you know, alloy metals and stuff, but they're all pretty cool designs. That's why I kind of set them aside because I think they're gorgeous. So those are some of the rings. These are like costume. Again, we could go through the whole bag. In fact, Anthony, since you're the first to request, would you want to see costume rings? Or we've got like sterling rings right here. Oh, well, that's not sterling, that's plastic. And we have these rings over here, which are the more heavy hitters. These are kind of bigger. Actually, I think I'll put this one over here. Bigger rings, kind of better quality and such. Let me put the costume rings back. But, oh my God, nice. Thanks, Anthony. Oh, yours glitched. Darn it. I'm sorry. I don't know. It must be a YouTube thing because I don't know how I would fix that on this end here. But, yeah, if we want, we can start with rings. But just so I'll just do a real quick preview of the other stuff. Here's the glass jewelry. Well, not all of it's glass. Some of it's crystal. Glass, and crystal. Okay, I'm gonna put these over. We've got pearls right here. Again, just kind of previewing what I got, guys, real quick. Only 4 more trays after this one, but those are the pearls, with the exception of the red coral right there. And I did put a Native American piece down here. Just added that at the last minute. All right. Gold rose. Oh, you like the gold rose? Awesome. Okay, we'll start with that one then. Let me just finish this little preview here. These are the brooches. Lots and lots of brooches. Some of those were put in to the collection by a good friend, TC. All right, some of those are much better than the others. They're all fun. Okay, here are pendants. Some of them are attached to the necklaces. Some are heavy hitters, and some are just cool. And then we've got earrings right here. Lots and lots of earrings. Pretty much all of them are sterling, I think. No, there's some that are costume. Yep. All right. And we'll go through bracelets. And again, thank you guys for coming and attending. That means a lot to me. Please fill out the form to complete your purchase, because by the end of the show, if you haven't completed the form, I won't be able to invoice you for any purchase that you made. Oh, and these are bracelets, by the way. All of those are bracelets. Okay, so we're going to start with the rings then. Let's just get to it because it's 1:04. Actually, before, be right back, okay? All right, Anthony, cute. McKinley, thank you so much. And those are cool, McKinley. Welcome back, Anna John. Actually, before, this is a different account. Okay. All right. Okay, close. All right. Okay, so this is different account. This is a different account, Anthony. Actually, before, this is a different account. Okay, the crown pendant. Yes, that is super cool upgrade. I love that one too. That's a real recent purchase. Let me show that to you. So far we got interest in the crown pendant. Yep, I love it. And if you try to do a Google search for something like this, you kind of can't really find anything exactly like it. There is some really kind of like a little wonky spot in there, and I was like, is that his signature? And it's not. I think it's just got duress at some point. But it's on this really long chain. Really cool. Really nice. There's no clasp on it. So you'd have to cut this off if you wanted a different one. But the chain is really long. And I think that's like just perfect. I love it. Let's see. Yes, it is 925. It is. Show me everything that you have for us, Anna John. Okay, so again, these are the rings. Okay, and there's just a huge bag of costume rings that'll start at like $5 each. A lot of the sterling rings will be like $30 to start, like most all those. That's not sterling. And these will be more because they're designer and such. But so we got interest in these two so far. Anthony and who was it that said the crown? Upgrade. All right, and so again, these are the pendants. Again, just doing a little preview before we get into the bidding, guys. Okay, but those are pendants. All of them, most of them are sterling. Some are, oops, it just fell. Oh, there's one more. Yeah, didn't put this in there because it's too thick and I can't stack it. But these are the brooches. Oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. And I heart you back. Okay, how much for the pendant? Okay, so let's start with the pendant. And then Anthony will get to that ring that you're talking about because I don't know if you're switching accounts. These are the pearls and a John. Just reminding you guys of what I got. And glass. Okay. And just so you guys know, I'm literally kneeling in front of my light box. I have a couch here, but like reaching for these trays and stuff. If I sound a little short of breath, it's kind of because I'm squeezing down and kneeling down. Okay, so all right. Ooh, gotta go. Bye, Anthony. Okay, all right. So we won't start with that ring, but bidding got it. All right, upgrade. So you guys, let's go ahead. Those are all so cool. Thank you, McKinley. I really, honestly, whatever I buy, it's because I totally dig it. You know what I mean? So hey, so this is sterling silver. I do have a scale here, and I'm gonna just weigh it for you. But it's kind of substantial. I'm just gonna weigh it real quick. That is 19 grams. So in ounces, and you guys know silver has just been all over the place. It was like up to 120 plus at the beginning of the year. That was pretty exciting. So this is like 0.5 ounces of sterling. Super cool. Oh, uh-oh. Where'd my... Oh, sorry. I slid the camera over. I was like, where'd it go? I slid it over for the scale. I'll have to find a different spot for that scale. So this is almost half an ounce. Again, it's super gorgeous. And I love... Let me see the side. If you can see... Let's see. Look at the detail on that. It's almost like in a frame, right? So I'm gonna have to try to keep my eye on the chat at the same time. I'm getting a ruler to just measure the measure the chain for you off screen. And the chain, like I said, is long. And that is like just 13 and a quarter inches. So that's actually 26 and a half inches. And the pendant itself, so the chain is 26 and a half, and the pendant itself is about 1.25 inches. And then with the drop, it would kind of hang to about 1.75 inches. And again, that's about a half an ounce. And I would start that at $60, guys. $60, because again, it's sterling silver, about a half an ounce. Very unusual. And if you try to find one of these online, there really isn't anything like it. It is marked 925 right there. There is a little duress, but it's super gorgeous. So just type 60. Okay, upgrade. You are the first bidder ever. Congratulations and thank you so much. So we'll just give this like 1 minute. And if not, I'm not going to linger on it forever. Just right here in the chat, upgrade, just like you did. You are right now the leader on this for $60, about half an ounce. And just like you did, you placed the bid. And if you want to retract your bid, just say it. But in the meantime, we're just going to go and count that as a bid, an official bid, upgrade, $60. Okay. How many dollars are your whole collection? I have no idea. Do you mean how much I spent? Anybody going, oh, by the way, after $50, guys, it's going to be $5 increments, okay? So 50 to 100 will be $5 increments. 0 to $20 is like a $1 increment. 20 to 50 is $2 increments. Okay, so the next bid at 65. If anybody, okay, no retraction, I like it. Upgrade. All right, we're going to do this for just like another 30 seconds. Anybody bidding 65? If anybody bids 65, then we'll go to 70. But until then, upgrade is in the lead with $60, and this is about to go to upgrade. Upgrade. All right, so I'm gonna do a countdown. well, I'll do the going once, okay, method. And I'm gonna do that right now. So if anybody's interested in this piece, put 65. Otherwise, we're gonna do going once, going twice, fair warning, sold to Upgrade John. Or up I said Upgrade John. Why did I say Upgrade John? Oh, because there's N in John. Okay, Upgrade. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm just gonna get a little notebook here. And that is item number 1. Going to Upgrade. And Upgrade, please fill out the form in the my about page. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna actually put the link to the form right here so you can have it. Let's see. Fill that out so that I will be able to obviously invoice you and ship it to you. So this is gonna be the form. You just have to fill that out and let me know if you want to be invoiced with, what do you call it, PayPal or Venmo. I'm gonna get a little baggie for you, Upgrade. So this does not get lost. And this will be yours, Upgrade. And I'm gonna get my marker. All right. Sorry guys, this is my first one ever, so if I'm a little all over the place, forgive me and please be patient. But Upgrade just got that. Upgrade 1015. Upgrade 1015. And this is number 1, crown pendant. All right, and I've got my little notebook, so I'm gonna write your name in there. Number 1, Upgrade. Wait, crown pendant. Upgrade, John 60. Upgrade. I mean, sorry, I keep on putting John on your name. Sorry, Upgrade. My apologies, please forgive me, but thank you so much. And this is gonna go into that little baggie. And it is going to you. All right, where'd my little baggies go? All right. So, you guys, I hope to pick up the speed a little bit, but you know, haste makes waste. And I do not want to mess up on anybody's order. And I do not want to, you know, lose anything that's sold. So give me 1 second, guys. All right, got my little Ziplocs. Upgrade 1015. This is getting secured for you. All right, there we go. I'm gonna write your name on the bag. Make sure this isn't tangling. All right, and this is gonna go in this little Ziploc for you. And then we'll put it in a box. And shipping, guys, okay, I use pirate shipping. So anything up to a pound is gonna be, we'll say $6. And anything over a pound would be 10. So it'll be like $6 shipping. It says invalid dynamic link. What in the world? Okay, let me do it again. Let me go to, that's not good. My account. Give me a moment, guys. Okay, I'm gonna share link. Let's see. Forms. Okay. Okay, give me 1 moment. Copy. Okay, share. Link copied. Oh, wait a minute. Shorten. Okay, so I'm gonna do this again, guys. Okay, so this is straight from the form. Google Forms. Okay, so it does look different. Okay. Ooh, maybe that was why nobody was registering. What in the world? Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this throughout the show. And you guys, I'll pick it up. Oh, okay, thanks. Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. Okay, well, here's coming a new link. Okay, tell me if this one works. Okay, and it is different that I can see. All right, there we go. There's a new one. All right. Thanks, Upgrade, for letting me know. And this is going to you. I'm going to write your name on the bag. Upgrade 1015. Upgrade 1015. 60. All right. Sweet. And let me know if that doesn't work. Upgrade. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. Should we go, since we just sold a pendant, should we go through more pendants? Or should we go through more rings? If anybody wants, well, since the rings are here. Okay, I'll see you in Enna John in 39 minutes. Awesome. And Enna John was interested in this ring, so I might just kind of set it as, no, I can't hold things, but anyways. All right, so let's move on. Let's do rings since they're here. Okay, real quick. So I said all of these are 30. So just, I'm going to keep my eye on the chat as much as I can. If anybody's interested in any one of these, let me know. But these will start at $30 because they're all sterling silver. This one has a really cool brutalist style. Do you see that? It's really neat. And I just love that form. Kind of reminds me of like Danish style or something. Not sure if it is. Inside, it's just marked 925 from what I can see. Actually, I think there might be a maker's mark, but that's $30 if anybody's interested. It is a size 6.5. So if anybody's interested. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Here is a little dolphin ring. Sterling silver. It's kind of like what you'd see in Mexico. And again, Upgrade, let me know if there's any problem with that form. It's super simple. It's like 5 questions, guys. But this is a 5, and that would start at 30. Actually, this one would start at 25. 25 for the dolphin. You're going to hate this. Oh, no. Dynamic link. What in the world does that mean? Oh, this is bad. Is it because we're going through the chat? Let me see. I don't know what else to do. I wonder, let me see. Dude, this is a bummer. Okay, because that, let me just not shorten it, okay? Because it said shorten URL. Let me just give you the long one. But I have a feeling maybe, I wonder if it's because we're going through the chat. I don't know, but this is a longer version of the form or the link. Oh, but that doesn't even show up as a, oh yeah, it does. Maybe try that last one. It starts with a D, the very, okay, thank you, Upgrade. Ah, man, if this doesn't work, then I don't know. People might just have to give me your email address in chat, but I don't want you to be sharing your email address with everybody. Oh, you know what? I'll do this. Okay. If this form doesn't work, what I'll do is have you email me your address, okay, if the form doesn't work, I'm just gonna let this be the way. Doesn't work, email me at, oh, it's because the live is vertical. Buyers can like the live, then go to liked videos, click on live. Oh my gosh, what a complicated, how in the world did you figure that out, Lace Venom? You are like an IT whiz. Is that your job? Wow, okay, so How in the world did you find that out? It's because the live is vertical. Buyers can like the live, then go to liked videos. Oh my gosh, what a process. Click on live, and you can click on longtime auction hunter. Oh, okay. So you've been, this isn't your first rodeo. Nice. So upgrade, there's that whole process, but I'm just gonna say email me at jewelry trading post. Real easy email to remember at gmail.com, and then provide your YouTube username, real name, address, email address, and PayPal or Venmo. I'm gonna pin this as method, as payment method. Okay, so that you can just email me, and if you buy anything else during this show, I'll just make a running tally, and I'm gonna replace pin message pinned. Okay, so provide your YouTube username. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to do that again. Sorry guys, this is taking forever. Okay, if you win a bid, email me at jewelry trading post at gmail.com with, and then I'm gonna say, darn it. Okay. Sorry guys, I hope I'm not losing people here. Okay, so if you win a bid, email me at jewelry trading post at gmail.com and provide your YouTube username, your real name, shipping address, email address associated with PayPal or Venmo, shipping address, and I think that's it. Email address. Oh yeah, and preferred method. I'm losing some people, but that's okay for now. And preferred payment method. Okay, there we go. It says at the end metho. Okay, we are all set. Okay, guys, now I can continue on. I'm gonna post this, and thank you again, Upgrade John. Sorry, Upgrade. You're gonna hear me say that repeatedly. I'm gonna pin this. If you win a bid, okay, replace pin message. There we go. I just pinned this. So you'll have to send me an email. Provide your YouTube name, your real name, email address associated with PayPal or Venmo, shipping address, and preferred payment method, which is PayPal or Venmo. All right, and thanks again, Upgrade 1015, so much for your purchase. All right, so we've got one item there. All right, so now we're gonna move on. All right, here we got a little tiny ring. Now this one has like glass all throughout it. It's like an eternity ring. I think you call that an eternity ring. But that would be 25, not 30. It is sterling silver. Here we've got like a pretty ring. And again, I do have my gem tester. Let me turn that on. But that is, I believe, just CZ or glass. And that is a size 7 3/4. That'd be great to give to your significant other to say, hey, I like you. I like you. All right. Here we go. We're moving on. Here we got this really cool sterling ring with like this wire wrap on it. And actually, yeah, that would be, see the detail on that? Really cool. I'd say 25 on that. 25. If anybody's interested, thank you, Upgrade. Thank you. And again, thank you for your purchase. And thank you for your patience. And thank you for letting me know about the link. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, can't thank you enough. All right, and I will check the email at the end of the show. And if all's good, that is getting shipped to you. And you'll receive an invoice in either PayPal or Venmo, whichever you chose, okay? And thanks again. All right, so if anybody's interested in one of these rings, just stop me when I'm describing, and just type in the box, type in the chat 25. If I say 25, just say 25, and then I'll pause and we'll start bidding. Here's a really cool rabbit ring. It looks like it'd be a toe ring, but it's not. And you'd have to wear that on like your pinky or your index finger, because those ears stick out. And these are one of those rings that, I hate to say it, but that could be like some self-defense there, right? All right, so this is gonna be a $30 ring because it is unusual. $30, if anybody's interested, just type $30 in the chat. I'm keeping my eye on it. And so give it just a minute and I'll move on. All right, so we'll go, trying to go through this kind of fast. I know I got off to a slow start. Here you've got a animal ring with, what is that? Is that a hippo, a giraffe? Oh no, a horse, a giraffe, an elephant. What's that last one? Let's see if I can zoom in. Look. What is that one? Can you guys tell what that last animal is? Is that a gorilla? I don't know, but that's an animal ring. We'll start that at 30. It's sterling silver if anybody is interested in. Let's see, it is a size 6.5. 6.5. All right, so I don't see any more comments. I hope my chat is working properly. Let's see. All right, the last comment is from Upgrade, and I hope that is correct. Okay, so we're moving on. Here's a really cool like faux sapphire, faux diamond. It's all glass. Very, very pretty. $30 as well. It's just gorgeous. That's beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, and that one will be $30, and that is size, let's see, 6.25. All right, if anybody's interested, type 30. Otherwise, we are moving on. Okay, and we're gonna move on. Okay, and if you guys, if I pass something, and you're like, hey, I was interested in that animal ring, don't be shy. Just go ahead and say it, and we'll go back to it. Okay, all right. This is very casual here, guys, as I clean my thing right in front of you. This is another like faux sapphire, faux diamond. It's all glass, very beautiful. And that would be $30. $30 if anybody's interested. And that is size 9. Pretty big one. All right, that would be $30 if anybody's interested. I see some hearts. So just type $30 if you want to bid on it. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next one. But yeah, that is really pretty. Actually, you know what? I'll do that at 25. If you're interested, just say 25 in the chat, and that'll be the first bid. 25. All right, otherwise, gonna move on. And all right. And I am not seeing any more chat. If anybody doesn't mind, if there's 4 people watching, if somebody could just say hi or the chat is working, let me know. Because the last message is from Upgrade 1015, sent you an email. So That's what the last message I've got. Okay, I'm here. Just sent the email. Okay, cool. Hi. Thank you, Penny. All right, and Penny, hey, I gotta thank you for your comment. I gotta let you guys know when I put out a video, I can, for some reason, I cannot comment on the first comment. I can't reply to the first comment. I get like an error message. And you said that you were waiting for this. And I just want to thank you for that comment. It really kind of gave me confidence because, again, this is my first sale. And when I saw you write that, I was like, sweet. But just so you know, we're going through rings. I did preview stuff. And if you're interested, Penny, because I know you might not have been here at the beginning, maybe you were, but if you want to see like a preview of some other categories, let me know. But I'm just going through the rings right now. And that's about it. And so, again, thank you for that comment. And again, I wanted to reply, but I couldn't. Okay, so here we go. Back to the business. Here's like a faux, again, this is like a faux sapphire. I do have my gem tester here, and that is glass. And that is sterling. And that is size 6.5. So that would be $30. All right. If anybody's interested, I like that you're new. I am new to this as well. It makes it less intimidating. You rock. Well, thank you, Upgrade. I appreciate that. I've been buying, I'll be honest, I'm new to selling like this. This is my first live sale. But I've been buying this jewelry for about 6 years. And every day I was going to thrift stores and this and that. And at the beginning, I'm moving on, guys, because I don't see a bit. But man, I've been buying like 2 or 3 or 4 pieces every day for like 6 years. And you guys, if you saw my room, you'd be like, or my closet, you'd be like, oh my gosh, you've got a problem. And so I'm like, I gotta sell this, and it's too slow to list on eBay. So anyways, this will be 25 because it's such a simple ring, but there is some etching in it. Do you see that? There's some etching. Is that writing? Let me zoom in. Does that say stuff? I don't know, but that's $25. Can you guys see lettering, or is that just like a scroll work? Anyway, so 25 for that. But yeah, anyways, I've got a ton of stuff. So let's try to pick up the pace here because I don't want this to be a 5-hour show. Okay, so here's a little clear glass ring. If anybody's interested, $30. It's got this really nice like Art Deco look to it. I don't know if that's a man's ring. I think anybody could wear that. Unisex for sure, I think. 6.5, maybe just a little extra. 6.5, a little extra. We'll say $30 for that. If anybody's interested, put 30 in the chat. Otherwise, we're moving on. All right. This is a cool, this kind of reminds me of like 1960s TV show where they say like now in color, you know, like color vision. $30 for that. This one is small. Okay, so this is, let's see, 4.5. Okay, so that's a small one. Looks like the Lord of the Rings, kind of. Right? Yeah. Okay. I know you will grow. YouTube just takes time. I believe you'll be great if you keep at it. Thank you, Upgrade. Thank you. Appreciate it. And yeah, it does kind of look like Lord of the Rings. All right, so $30 if anybody's interested. Put 30 in the chat. Otherwise, we're moving on. All right. Moving on. Kind of interested to see what you guys end up liking. And I'm happy just showing. All right, so this is another, like, this is like a faux, or no, is that garnet? Let's see. Give me a second. Nope. That's glass. Again, these are kind of the rings with real stuff. So that's going to be 30 if anybody's interested. Put 30. Otherwise, we're going to move on. Oh, size. Whoop. Let's see. That is just over 6. Almost a 6.25. Okay, moving on. Now this one is really cool. Small. Let's see, before I show it, let's get a size. just so nobody's like, oh yeah, 7.25 on this one. But check this out. This has this really cool little red stone in there. And I believe that's cadmium glass because I believe it glows, it fluoresces. Let me just check if I have my UV light real handy. All right, let me see real quick. Do I have my UV light? Like I said, guys, things are kind of out of control around here, especially preparing for the show. I just was having to tear up the place, and I don't see my UV light offhand. Hope you can hear me. But that is, I believe, cadmium glass, and we'll say 25 to start on that because it's kind of small. If anybody's interested, just say 25. But I did write that down in the description on my little baggie that this glows, that fluoresces. And if somebody were to buy that and I tested it before shipping, which I would, and it didn't, I would gladly let you know and see if you want to cancel the sale. But we're going to move on unless I see 25 in the starting bid or in the bid chat. Okay, moving on. All right, here we've got what looks like would be garnet, and that is glass. Okay. Yeah, that's why these are kind of in this little section. Mostly glass, size 6. I'm going to start actually all these at 25. So if anybody's interested, 25, size 6, kind of like a faux garnet glass ring. Really kind of classic design. That's what it would look like on, like that. All right. So if anybody's interested, 25. Otherwise, we're moving on. Moving on. All right. And what are these called? They've got a funny name. Irish, the 2 hands, the heart, the crown. Sterling silver. This is size, what is it? It begins with a C, like Claddum, or 7.5. 25, if anybody's interested, write 25 in the chat. Give you a second. But otherwise, we'll move on. All right, so we're going to move on. The heart has a crown. All right, so 25. All right, this one will actually be 30 because it's pretty heavy, I think. This is a very brutalist flower. I love brutalist designs personally. I think they're really cool. This is a size, 6.5 or 6 3/4. Yeah, $30 for that if anybody's interested. Really big, substantial. See how it sticks out. So type 30 if you're interested. I'm gonna move on. All right, we're gonna move on. And thanks again, everybody, for joining and watching. All right, now here is a sterling ring with glass. But do you see how this design, it kind of goes, it almost has this loop, like it loops and then it loops over. Do you see that? And then there's gems on that inside loop. I mean, glass, I should say. You see that? So they kind of got everything covered. Sterling, we'd say 25. Maybe, and you guys, if this stuff doesn't sell at these prices, maybe next time they'll be like $5 cheaper. Okay, but that's just shy of a 7. Just shy of a 7. And we'll start that. Did I say 25? Yeah, we'll go 25. If anybody's interested, type 25. Otherwise, we're gonna move on. All right, moving on. Here's a really cool big blue glass ring. And we'll say 25 on that. I just love it. It's not exactly cobalt blue, a little lighter than cobalt blue. Let's see. It's almost like, what kind of blue is that? Not exactly navy. So it's like 6 1/4, I'd say. And that is that. Anybody interested? Oh, something popped up on my screen. Some settings. Okay, so 25. Okay, moving on. Here's a cool faux emerald. Really gorgeous. Let's see. and faux diamond. Really pretty, simple, nice, nice. Let's say 25 on that. And that is size 9, almost 9 1/4. Can you see that? All right. So if anybody's interested, say 25, and I'll make sure I know which ring you're talking about before we move on. But that is 25 going once. Well, not going once because it's going back. That's what I'm saying. Going back. All right, going back. All right, this is a really cute one, and I would just say 20 on this because it's so small. And I think that's a toe ring, but I think you could wear it if it fit you. It is expandable or adjustable. Right now it fits so I guess it would be a toe ring. 4 3/4, almost a 5 at the current width, but $20 with these little blue stones. You see that? Real cute. Okay, so 20 bucks if anybody's interested. Oh, now this is a buckle ring. And this is by Victoria Townsend. And I do have the original box for that right here. Now this one's a little more because those are black diamonds and white diamonds. So I'm going to say 35 on this because it is black diamonds, white diamonds, buckle shape. Buckles are very classic design at this point. You can get bracelets and buckles, etc., etc. Does have this box proving it. Sterling silver and 1/4 carat total weight, black and white diamond. And this, did I say 35? Yeah, I think I said 35. This is a size 8 1/4. If anybody's interested, say 35. But that is a Victoria Townsend. And I don't know why, but Victoria Townsend, like her rings are all made out of diamond and stuff, but they're not terribly expensive. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and set this back unless anybody types to 35. Okay. So now we're going to move on. We've got this yellow glass. I love this one. I wish you could see, maybe you can, but there's like some serious AB action going on there. All right, so that is yellow, kind of like a citrine, but it's glass. And that is beautiful. When I saw that, I just love, love, love the design. And that's 5 1/2. And there is some like marcasites. Do you see that? Marcasites between the petals. Oops, there we go. So that one would be 30. If anybody's interested, type 30. And otherwise, we are going to move on. And if you do type a bid, say 30, and then maybe in a separate separate comment line, just clarify which one. Because I do see there's a delay on the video, and I don't know if there's a delay in the chat. Okay, so this is, I don't know if you call this like a magic crystal ball ring. There are some crystal ball rings out there. That looks like moonstone, really nice one. And we would say 30 on this. It's really pretty. And there's some little etchings on the side. Sterling silver, moonstone. I believe that's a crystal ball style. And $30. And it is a size 8 3/4. 8 3/4 for the crystal ball, moonstone, sterling silver, 8 3/4. Is that what I said? 8 3/4 ring. 35. 8 3/4. And again, you guys, when I have sterling, I'm trying to get good deals. Oh, if anybody's interested, type 35. Otherwise, I'll move on. Okay, so I'm going to move on. Yeah, sterling, it's just so expensive now. 20. We'll do 20 on this because I believe that's a faux turquoise, like dyed halite. $20 sterling. And this is a size 8. And $20. $20. If anybody's interested, type 20. And that would be the first bid. Otherwise, we will just move on. Okay. Yeah, I realized I've been on for 50 minutes. Okay, I better pick this up. Yeah, this is a bigger green. And I actually spent 41. See, I didn't buy things always cheap, guys. Look at that. That has a price tag of 41 that I paid for. So what I would do, I'd let this go at 40 for you guys, $40. But no, you know what? To be fair with all the others, I'd say 35. I would take a loss. 35. Very giant mount. Very nice. What am I doing? I'm saying 35 and I spent 41. Okay, so anyways, that is a faux emerald. It's glass. And anybody? 35? 35. And then put it back. All right, here is, I don't know if that's rose quartz or, yeah, it goes up to quartz. I think that's rose quartz. It's very muted, or moonstone, but there's no like flash in there. This could be, no, it's not Native American. Native American jewelry, as far as I understand, mostly usually always covers the back of the stone with sterling. But we'll say 25 on that. Really pretty. 25. If anybody's interested, type 25. Otherwise, we are moving on. 25, moving on. And again, if you want to go back to any of these rings, or if you want to jump to a ring, if you have a request, or if anybody wants to see another category, because I don't want to be losing people to rings when people want bracelets or stuff, because I put out a lot of preview videos. So if you guys have a request for a category, do not hesitate. Say, hey, can we see bracelets? Hey, can we see pearls? Hey, can we see necklaces or whatever? Okay, so I'm looking at the chat and we're kind of where we were. Okay, here we got another ring with marcasite. And these, I believe, let me test. I think those are actually real gemstones. Yeah, like the purple goes up to tourmaline. This might be a little more pricey. Tourmaline. The blue goes up to topaz. And the yellow goes up to tourmaline. Okay, so I think this is all tourmaline, except for this blue one is topaz. Sterling with marcasite. I think that's gorgeous. I'd say 35 on that. 35, and the ring size is 6. All right, so $6. I mean, not $6, size 6. $35, that's what I said, right? 35. If anybody's interested, type 35. Otherwise, I'll move on to the next. Okay. All right. Here's that big one that Anna John, I think, was interested in. Anna John, if you're in here, we've got this one. We'll start it at 35, which is kind of close to what I paid for it, to be honest. Actually, it's very close to what I paid for it. Like, there we go. But we'll do 35 for this gold sterling ring, and this one is heavy. Type 35 if you're interested in it, guys. But let's see, this is in ounces or grams. Oh, gee. No. It's got to be more than that. Let me see, but maybe it isn't. Let's see. Grams. Yeah, 12 grams. So it's almost half an ounce. But anyways, hey, you guys, am I showing vertical or horizontal? Because I'm getting this message like orientation is locked, rotate device back. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Anyways, sorry. Vertical. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Petty. All right. So I'm just going to ignore that message. And what a bummer thing is. It's like, so anyways, did I say 35 on this? Yeah, 35. And this is a size 10 and a quarter almost 10 and a quarter. Yeah, it is 10 and a quarter. So if anybody's interested, please feel free to type 35. Otherwise, we're moving on. Okay, moving on. Now, this one is not sterling, obviously. Excuse me. And this is one of the coolest plastic rings that I've ever seen. And it's not Bakelite, but I would start this at $8. Super cool. It's got this red or orangish, like almost like a blood orange center to it with this brown and yellow stripes. And man, how in the world do they make that? They must have made one giant mold and cut the ring out of it. But this is a size, oh, there we go, 6 and a quarter. So anyways, $8 for the plastic, really cool ring. All right. Yep, it is pretty. It's very pretty. So $8 if anybody's interested. Okay, otherwise we're gonna move on. And again, if you want me to jump to a different category, don't be shy. You guys, I am catering to you. Okay, here's a blue. That is, I don't know if that's actually, it looks like genuine turquoise, but there's some shine to it. Is it reconstituted? Kind of doesn't look like reconstituted. Let's zoom you in. See that? It's got like a Native American look to it. And actually it is signed AG. I don't know if that's for sterling or if that's the maker's initials. That's gorgeous. We would do that one at 35. And this is a smaller ring. And let's see. This is real small, 3.5. Oof. So probably most people would have to get that resized. But you know what? Because it's so small, I'd say 25. But that could be a legit Native American ring, possibly. So 25, because it's so small. Okay, if anybody's interested, type 25 in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to move on. All right, we're moving on. All right, here's a snake ring. This will be $30. Super cool, big. Let's see, that's what it looks like on. That really nice. Of course, snakes are a classic design. What did I say? Did I say 30? I'll just say 30. 30, so 7 and a quarter. If anybody's almost 7.5. Between 7 and a quarter and 7.5, but that is adjustable. You can squeeze it smaller or spread it a little wider. Okay, so 30. All right, penny, 30. Now that is for the snake ring, correct? $30 for the snake ring. Penny's got a bid in at 30. $30 for the snake ring. And again, that is size. What did I say? Let's see. Yeah, 7, almost 7.5. Almost. Is that correct? All right. So yes. All right. So Penny, you got the only bid in. So you guys, I'm going to give it like maybe 15 more seconds. 15, and then we'll do the fair warning. Otherwise, it will go to Penny. And Penny, I think you might have missed it. The forms don't work anymore. Oh, but I do have you did register on the form. I saw that. So don't worry about it. You don't have to email me. Okay, so I'm going to do a countdown on this one. If anybody's interested, it'd be $32 for the next bid. Otherwise, Penny is going to be getting this really cool snake ring, sterling silver. Let's see if there's a mark inside. I don't see one. Okay, so I'm going to do a fair warning. Oh, yeah. Oh. I don't know if there's like a maker. No, I don't think so. Okay, so I'm going to do a fair warning. Going once, going twice, and sold to Penny for $30. All right, thank you so much. Hold on. I got to do this properly. Thank you, Penny. Thank you for your purchase. All right, I'm gonna just make this official to snake ring Penny. Penny Z. And that was 30. Penny. Okay, thank you so much, Penny. Z saw. Okay, and I've got your information, so I'm gonna put this in a little baggie here with your name on it. Where'd my baggies go? Okay, all right. Thanks again, Penny. All right, so I'm gonna put your name on this. So it officially is yours now. Well, I'll invoice you and then it'll be officially yours. All right, Penny. Penny. Awesome. Thank you so much. This is going in the bag for you. All right, moving on. And you guys, I truly appreciate you guys coming. And any purchase, of course, is just a blessing. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to move on to this next one, which is this unusual, like almost like an Art Nouveau ring. And anyways, that is sterling silver, and that is a size 7. And yeah, so that's 7, and we'd say 25 on this. 25, because it is a little lightweight. It's kind of like thin. Can you see that? And this is the back of it. 25. 25, if anybody's interested. Type 25 in there. And let's again, size is again just shy of a 7. Or yeah. So anyways, moving on. Again, if you guys are interested in another category, don't be afraid to say, hey, can we see this or can we see that? This is, I gotta kind of zoom into this one. It's kind of like this abstract form. You see that? And I did not polish these guys because a lot of people like their jewelry oxidized. So just so you know, a lot of this is unpolished. Like this one, it's beginning to oxidize. So this is a size 5. Oops, I gotta zoom out. And if anybody is interested, this would be, we'd say 30 for that. It almost has like a Danish design on it. And there is, nope, 925. Oh, there's some mark on the inside. Watch, it's like George Jensen. Just kidding. What does it say? Sorry, when I zoom in, it wants to do some funky stuff. Anyways, I said 35, right? I cannot read that. Can you guys read it? Anyways, we're gonna move on. Unless somebody types 35, I will move on. Okay, so we're gonna move on. All right. All right, we got through a tray, guys. Whew. All right, I'm gonna, oh no, I'll leave this here just in case somebody else joins and says, hey, what about that one ring? Okay, now these are more of the heavy hitters, guys. These are kind of more substantial. Oh, I don't even remember putting this in there. Some of these trays I did very late at night. Okay, so this is actually not a heavy hitter. This is a mood ring. Or not a mood ring, it's a moon stone. It's a fidget ring. So I guess you could say it's a mood ring in case you're like nervous. With some applied flower on it, like that. It's a really wide band with hammered sterling silver. With, again, the moonstone. It's pretty thick in diameter, or width. The width is, let's see. The width alone is about 3/4 of an inch. Can you see that? Almost 3/4 of an inch. So it's kind of a substantial ring. We would say this is a size 9.5. 9.5. I think it says Mexico upside down. Oh, thank you, Terra Kid. Thank you, Terra Kid Lit. Thank you for letting me know that. Oh yeah, now that I see it on my computer, I'm like, yeah, I think it is Mexico. Okay, so it wasn't George Jensen. I was joking anyways. All right, but thanks for letting me know. Okay, so this one, you guys, would be 35. And I think that's really close to what I paid for it. 35 for this really big fidget ring. And it's got the applied, where the, oh, it's getting stuck. Applique. You see that leaf? Or the branches. 35 for a starting bid. Starting bid at 35 if anybody's interested. Let me know. And that's a fidget ring. Okay, so we're gonna move on from that. Oh, this is so cool. I just got this. Now this would be a little more pricey. This is actually Ross Simmons, guys. And those do test as diamonds. Can you see in there? There's like, it's got the R for Ross Simmons. You see that? Right there, it's got the R with the little hoop at the bottom. 925. And that's just gorgeous. I love like pave set stuff. And those are like really small diamonds. And I would say 75 to start on that one, which I think is a good deal. 75, really nice. Let me get a size for you guys. 75, type 75 if you're interested. But this is a size 8 and almost 8 1/4. And it's just gorgeous. So 75 Ross Simmons. And I did test it on the gem tester and was hitting diamond when I did it. But, okay, so 75, if anybody's interested, feel free to write it in the comments and we'll move on. Okay, now this is one of my favorites and I'm so sad to let it go, but hey, the name of the game is move this stuff, right? So that is all tourmaline, pave set. Let me get a focus. I don't know, I can't focus when I'm during the YouTube live like I can when I'm recording, but that is really, really pretty. And this one I'd say also at 75, sterling silver and tourmaline, 75, and it is a size, let's see, 8 1/4, 8 1/4, and I just absolutely love that. So 75, yeah, those are pretty cool. Thanks, Anna John. Oh, Anna John, you were interested in this. If you're still interested, let me know, because we did pass it and you said you're going to come back. I'm still learning the chat, guys, and whether or not you guys are here or not. But anyways, we're going to, what did I say, 75 for this? If anybody's interested, right, 75. And Anna John, yes, I love tourmaline. And I love how it's just kind of scattered. There's no design, like strict design to it. And I think there's a nice flow. So anyways, if anybody's interested, 75. Otherwise, we're going to move on. But yeah, I love it. I just love tourmaline in general. Now this is, and remember, Anna John, if you want me to go back to that gold flower ring, we'll do it. Otherwise, I'll just kind of keep moving. This is a reverse carved amber flower ring. See how they carved it from the back? And that is, let me just try to see if I can get a nice close-up of the detail. Just gorgeous. And we would say 60 for this. And those are really beautiful. I love amber. I love carved amber. $60 for this one. Type it in the description or chat box if you're interested. $60, and it is a size 8. That's the back. 60 bucks. All right, gorgeous. And I love the frame. I don't know if you'd say that's Art Nouveau or something. Okay, but my live cut. Oh, Penny, 60. Awesome. All right. So Penny's got the leading bid, guys. She's leading at 60. If anybody is interested, it'd be 65. Otherwise, Penny will get this at 60. Let's see. I'm just going to give it a little minute. Not even a minute. Oh, wait a minute. So there is like an inclusion here. I thought at first it was a scratch, but it's not. But I'm going to point this out to you, Penny. I want to make sure you're completely satisfied. Okay, do you see right there? Never saw that before. It's either a bubble or an inclusion, and I think it's an inclusion. You know how Amber has inclusions? So please say retract if you don't want it, but that is completely smooth to the touch, completely smooth. That is not a scratch. I believe it's an inclusion. You only see it at like a particular angle. Like I said when I first showed it. Oh, where'd my light go? Okay, so if say retract, if you don't say retract, then your bid is standing, and the next bid would be 65. And we'll just say, I'm gonna give you like 20 seconds because I pointed out that inclusion there. So please say retract if you want to retract. Otherwise, if anybody else wants to bid, it's 65. Gorgeous. And I'll do that ring size one more time just to make sure. And I'm going to do a fair warning very soon, guys. That's size 8. Okay. Fair warning. Going once. It's okay. Natural stones and amber will have inclusions, most definitely. Yep. All right. So going once, going twice, and sold to Penny. Beautiful ring, Penny. Yep. I agree. All right. Thank you, Penny. And this is going to get sent to you. I'm recording it. Floral amber. And that was 60. Penny. All right. And we are going to put that in a little Ziploc bag with your name on it. And Penny, you missed it at the beginning, but shipping, I think I said up until a pound is going to be like $6. And after that, like 8, but it's pirate shipping. But I'm going to put this in the bag for you. I'm putting your name on it. And that is yours. I've got your information from the form. And thank you so much, Penny. Hold on. Thank you, thank you. All right, thank you. Okay, guys, beautiful ring. Okay, now this is a really cool Zuni ring. And that is, at first I thought it was a Roadrunner, but I actually think that is, what is it called? A peyote bird. And that's Zuni. That'd be red coral, turquoise, probably onyx. And is that mother of pearl? Yeah, I think it's mother of pearl. Really cute. Does this have a maker? Let me zoom in. Let's see. No, I think it just says sterling. Yeah, but anyways, I can't zoom in and focus like I can on my videos. But anyways, I paid up for this and I would let it go at 90 because these things are not cheap when you see them online. And so that'd be $90, and it is a size. You should try Whatnot for jewelry auctions. You know, I'm considering it. I really am, because I think I kind of have to do too much promotion here on YouTube. But for now, I'm gonna just try YouTube and see how it goes. 9 1/4 on this one. So yes, if you look up, just Google it, like Zuni inlay rings. They're pretty pricey, and I love this one because it's kind of diminutive. It's kind of smaller. Some of them get very big and busy. But anyways, if anybody's interested, yeah, I think it's adorable. If anybody's interested, type 90. Otherwise, we're going to move on. Okay, so we're going to move on. And we've got this pearl ring that's inside of like a calla lily. Do you see that? Now, can there? I think there might be a little glue action that you could see inside where it was attached. I think this might have a name. And again, if I sound like out of breath, it's because I'm kneeling and kind of crouched. Like I'm literally kneeling right now in front of the Lightbox. But anyways, that's a pearl on sterling. Let's see. Beautiful calla lily form. And let's see, where's my ring sizer? Here we go. I would start this at 50. And that is an 8. So $50 for that beautiful calla lily with real pearl. 50. If anybody's interested, type 50. Otherwise, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Okay. Now this, I told you before, I like brutalist designs. And this is really, maybe before I get a ring size, show it to you, right? You see that? That is just super cool. It's got all the layering of applique. It's very organic looking, very brutalist. And I would start that at $50. It's actually heavy. Let me get a weight on it. It's a substantial ring, guys. And I would start that at 50. Let's get a size and let's get a weight. Type 50 if you're interested, but this is a size 7.5. Well, actually, no. Kind of more towards an 8. No. Let's say 7 3/4. Well, look, it kind of reaches the 8. Say 7 3/4, 8. No, it kind of depends on where you look at that. 7.5. Maybe we'll say 7.5. Let's see. I don't know what ring sizes I am. Okay, but anyways, 50 if anybody's interested. And that is, oh, that can't be 8 grams. Let's see. What? Okay, it's not as heavy as I thought. Is that right? It says 7 grams, but anyways, okay, I'm moving on. Moving on, guys. All right. Now this, I'm going to have to take off of eBay. This I put on eBay because people really like this ring. Let me get some of this lint out of there. This is a Nikki Butler ring. And I said in one video that that was all quartz. But actually, this is quartz. And I believe those are actually garnet and that's citrine. Let me test that again. Yeah, that's, I believe, garnet, guys. Yep. And the yellow is, well, it goes up to citrine. Yes. But it's also in the quartz section. But anyways, that's Nikki Butler. Pretty big. And it is numbered right there. You see there's like a long number. But I have this on eBay, I think right now for 90. And there's a lot of watchers, but to reward you guys, I would start this at 75 here on eBay. On YouTube, I mean. Let's see the size on this. 75, if anybody's interested. Nikki Butler. It's like a 10. Just a little bit over a 10. Almost between 10 and 10 1/4. But 75, if anybody's interested. Nikki Butler. Otherwise, we will move on. And that is on my eBay. So if you're like, don't want to buy it now, go over to my eBay. It's a little bit more on eBay. And like I said, there are some watchers there. But anyways, okay, we'll move on. Okay, this, is it just me or these type of rings cool? I don't know. It might just be me, but I think that's super cool. It's almost like a tortoise shell. And that is all sterling and garnet. Let's see real quick. What does this go up to? I want to make sure it's garnet. Oh, actually, this is glass. Huh. Okay. I could have swore this was garnet. Okay, but anyways. Okay. So we will say for this one, $60. That is really cool. $60. Sterling. Look at the construction on that. They weren't messing around. It's got like 2 layers between that top and the bottom layer. And yeah, so $60 if anybody's interested. Let's see. Oh wait, 75. Penny, were you bidding on the were you bidding on the Nikki Butler? 75? Let me know, Penny, if you, I'm so sorry. Were you saying 75 for the Nikki Butler? Because if so, okay, this is yours. 75. And I'm gonna put it right here. I'll just do a fair warning, even though it's yours. Okay. Well, what am I saying? Yes, it's yours because I moved on and I didn't see your comments. So 75. Okay. Penny, you got it. Penny, thank you so much. And I'm going to record it so I do not lose any of this stuff. Nikki Butler, ring. Penny, 75. Okay. This has got your name on it. Penny, thank you so much. And I am going to put that in the sold bag. Okay. Can I just get a total when I'm done? Yes. Yes. And if you just kind of went a little crazy, you guys, this isn't like Macy's or something. If you like got a little crazy, I'd rather like you just be legit with me and just say, hey, you know what? I spent a little too much. But of course, don't abuse the system. But, like if you realize like you got buyer's remorse and you're like, you know what? Can I put that one back? I'll work with you guys. I'm not trying to make this a bad experience for anyone. I want it to be good. So yes, I'll give you a total. And right now, if you want, do you want me to tell you your total right now? I got it right here. Or I'll just do it at the end. Okay. Maybe after the show. But I don't want to air it to everybody unless you want me to tell you. You can let me know like, hey, what's your total? Actually, you are at one. The snake ring 30, the amber ring 60, yet 90, 165. 165. Because that was 75 for the Nikki. So 165. But yes, right around 160. So you guys, I'm going to move on from this one. Oh, I didn't get a measurement, but I got to tell you. Thank you. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. Thank you so much for that purchase. And again, if anybody's like, oh man, I didn't mean to spend so much, just let me know. But be fair with the other users, because maybe but so far there's been no bidding war. So 7 3/4 on this. And what did I say on that one? I forget, but if anybody's interested, say interested. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Okay, so, all right, here we are moving on. Now this one, man, when I bought this, the store sales associates were just going, oh my gosh, I love that, I love that, I love that. It's like black onyx, moonstone, sterling silver wrapped around, and that's a really pretty design. And that is a size 8. Size 8. And that's just really gorgeous, very unusual. And I would start this one at, I think I'd have to say 70, guys. Because if you look it up, there's like one online, $70. No, the one online was much more than that. So I'm trying to keep my prices real competitive, guys. And if you do like a Google image search of this, there's like only one that comes up on but anyways, what did I say? 70? $70 if anybody's interested. 70. Penny. Okay, $70 for Penny so far. And let's see, again, that is a size 8. So if anybody's interested at this point, it would be 75. 75. 75 if anybody's interested. And again, when I bought that, several associates at different points. You got a winner when you're kind of carrying it through the store and someone's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then you go to the cashiers and they're like, oh my gosh, I love that. So anyways, okay, so we're going to get, I love that one, but too big. It is substantial. It is. It's a substantial ring. It's got some size to it for sure. So if anybody else is interested, 75. Otherwise, I'm going to give a fair warning. And this could be going to Penny. Okay, so, all right. Do I hear 75? All right. Going once, going twice, and sold to Penny. Thank you. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. Onyx, moonstone, 70 penny. Okay, and let me get a little Ziploc bag for you. And I'm gonna put your name on it. Penny. All right. And I know I already just said it. Just give me a moment. Let me put this in the bag for you, Penny. Right there. And that is gonna go into the sold pile. Sold bag. To you. And I'm gonna say this one more time. I have a thing for pearls. Me too. Thank you, Penny. Peggy Wearfeather. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll go on to pearls after this unless anybody else has a request. And then we can just like put it up for a vote or something. But okay, so this is the next ring. This actually, does this have gold? This is a pretty big one. Do you see the back of it? That is, it almost looks like it would be like a Judith Ripka or something, but let's see, zooming into that. There's 925, and then there's something there. I don't know if that's 14. Yeah, that looks like 14 karat. Okay, so that is, see the little gold center, 14 karat, 925, pretty substantial. Now this one, again, I know, you know, everybody's wearing everything. Like, it's got a wide band. So I don't know if, like, you would say that's more of a guy's ring. But again, I know guys are wearing women's jewelry and vice versa. So maybe I'd say unisex, but that is just a little bit over a 9. It's actually 9.25. All right. And that is substantial. And we will say $80. $80 for 14 karat gold in the center. 925. Size 6. Which one is size 6, Penny? But anyways, what did I just say? I'm getting so confused because I'm reading chat. 90, did I say? Oh no, did I say 75? Okay, I'm just gonna say 75 for this ring. 75, because I think my mind is going in circles when I 75 starting bid. 925, 14 karat, 75. Oh, 75 and size 9. $75 if anybody's interested. Okay, we're gonna move on. Okay, so I just got a little confused because I read your size 6 comment, Peggy. Is everything okay for the oh, Peggy, you wanted, okay. So if you want to buy size 6, oh, if you're looking for size 6, if that's what you mean. This is a Judith Ripka. Let's see. Where's her mark? Well, that's her monogram or her maker's mark, I believe, right? And this is Judith Ripka, 925. And talk about a statement. Check that out. How many? So, anyways, that is all glass as far as I know. Let me see on the gem tester. The purple. Oh, actually, the purple goes up to amethyst. So that is an amethyst, faceted. And the white ones on the side. I think. I can't get a good reading. I think it's glass on the side. But that is a statement piece, that is for sure. And we would start this at 75, and this is size 8. Yeah, it is cool. If anybody's interested, 75 Judith Ripka, 75 amethyst, faceted amethyst. Oh, and what I gotta say about this is this has like a shimmer. Do you see that? It's so unusual, but that is what it looks like in real life. Yes, it's got like this hue that moves around, almost like a tiger's eye or something. But 75, if anybody's interested, it is a statement piece, that is for sure. Okay, so we're gonna move on from the Judith Ripka. But yeah, gorgeous, love it. Okay, now this one is not a heavy hitter. This one is kind of like one of those, I don't think it's a spoon ring exactly. Because no, you wouldn't have two opposite ends on a spoon like that, but that is sterling silver. And I would say 35 for that. That is 35, and it is a size 8. 8. Yeah, I'd say 8. 8 1/4, 35. Hi, all. Hello, Karen. Thanks for joining. So this would be 35. If anybody's interested, type 35. Otherwise, we're going to move on, but that's sterling silver. Looks like a spoon ring, but it's not, as far as I know. Okay, so we're moving on. All right, guys, next, Black Hills. See that? Super cool. Very small one. That is small, but oof, those are gemstones in there. A lot of Black Hills jewelry does not have gemstones, but the white one, Tess, says tourmaline. Oh no. Or quartz. Quartz, tanzanite, aqua. I'm not sure what the white one is, but it's not glass. And the green one goes up to tourmaline. So there's a white and a green gemstone in there with kind of like a copper color and a gold color, which is very typical of Black Mountain, as are these little beaded ornaments. And let's see, the size on this is a size 5.5, so it is a smaller ring. And I would say 40 on that, 40 for the Black Hills. Sent registration. Oh, awesome. Hey, so Karen, the link worked for you? Because people were having a problem doing that earlier. I used to have one just like that with a single stone. Guaranteed that it is a 90s ring. Ah, well, thanks for the info. Yeah, I didn't know anything about Black Hills. But what did I say? 40? What did I? I'm kind of forgetting my amounts, guys, but we'll just say 45, I believe, 45 on this, if anybody's interested. As soon as people start chatting, I go back to the ring and I'm like, what is it? So we'll say 45 for that. But yeah, gorgeous. I think it's really cool. And yeah, Karen, I'm glad you were able to bid or register, because some people were having problems with the link earlier. And so anyways, just write a comment. If you want to bid, just say 45. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next one. All right, we are moving on to the next one. Okay, and the next one is this. This, I think, is really cool. Man, it's a good thing I don't wear jewelry. You know why? Because if I was wearing jewelry, I would just be completely covered with it. I would have like this ring and that ring and this ring and that one and this and that on every finger, because I just think they're so cool. I don't wear them just because I don't know why. I love it because obviously I buy it every single day. I'm out buying it because I just absolutely love it. But this does go up to bluestone, does go up to like kind of the quartz, amethyst, citrine, and the white one goes up to glass. But I just love that fan design. I don't know. Is it just me or is that cool? I think it's cool. So anyways, we would start this one at $50. $50. Oh, and the size is $50. I gotta remember that because as soon as I look at chat, I'll forget. $50. $50. This is a size 9.5. 9.5. And again, that's sterling silver. If anybody's interested, type 50. Otherwise, I'm gonna put it back and move on to the next. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next one, guys. And this is not sterling, this is sterling plated. Rings are for the ears. Even if I don't leave home, I always wear jewelry. I love it. Rings are for the wearers. Yeah, even if I don't leave home, I wear jewelry. Man, jewelry is just awesome. It's like works of art. I was originally collecting art, and then I got into jewelry. Deluxe. Yeah. So this is not like a sterling, but it does have a name, Deluxe. New York, it says NYC, and a dam. Oh, maybe is that short for Amsterdam? New York, Amsterdam. So anyways, I'd start this at 20 if anybody's interested. Mia Fiore with silver plate. It's not sterling silver. $20 if anybody's interested. Can you admire the rings on your own fingers, but not necessarily the necklace on your neck? Can you admire? Yeah. 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 So you're saying like put it on my finger. Yeah. There we go. I hope that's okay showing that side. I think that's more better than. There we go. All right. So anyways, $20 if anybody's interested. All right, going back. Now this is an old Ralph Lauren ring, sterling silver. It's kind of a bigger one, and it's got these flowers in the center, the applied flowers, and it's a wide ring. And let's see, it fits like that. There we go. A little loose on that finger. Ugh. Let's see. There we go. So I'm going to put this on the ring sizer. And that is marked RL925 and the country, Israel, on the inside. And that is a size 10 3/4. So that's a bigger ring. And I would say $60 if anybody's interested in the Ralph Lauren with the applied roses in the center. Or I'm not sure if they're roses, but $60. And I'll show you the mark. There's right there. Yeah, RL925 Israel. So $60 if anybody's interested. You can just type it in the chat. Otherwise, we'll be moving on. I'm saying in general, rings are for the person who wears them. Oh, I get you. Yeah, like if you love it, purse. Exactly. Yeah, I remember like in high school, actually. I must say in high school, high school and college, I wore jewelry. Mostly just rings and some necklaces, but they're kind of more like chains. Now, this is an interesting one. This is, never heard of this brand before, but it's this dinosaur eating a bone or about to eat a bone. And it is by, have you guys heard of this brand? I never heard of them until I got this. Vera Meat 925. So it's super cool. And there is, like I said, there is something kind of interesting going on. I don't know if it got squished a little. It seems a little bit more wide in the way it's shaped, but it doesn't, it's super strong. Like it doesn't feel like it's been bent and bent and bent and bent and bent and weak. It's strong. But their brand kind of sells for a lot. Like 120, I think, is the average price. But I would go 60 on this because it's so unusual. 6 3/4. If anybody's interested, carnivorous ring. Yup. Yes. But if anybody's interested, feel free to type 60. But that is a carnivore ring. That's for sure. And like that. That's what it looks like. $60 for a Vera Meat. Okay, so we're gonna move on unless somebody types 60. All right, guys. So guess what? We have officially made it through all of these rings. Thank you guys for staying and watching. I know some people come and gone, and that's how it goes. I would do the same thing. You come to see what you're coming for. Okay, so next, if any requests, I'm gonna do a little preview of what's still to come. There's all these pendants. Okay, lots of pendants and necklaces. We've got glass. Whoop, like that. Some pendants, some crystal in there. Bracelet. We've got pearls. Somebody said they like pearls, so we might just move on to pearls since somebody, who was it? Was it Karen? Who was it that said, hi all, thank you. But anyway, or was it Tara? Somebody said. So anyways, we got pearls here. And I think since We do have brooches. I will have to get to the brooches. So if anybody's interested, necklaces and pendants. All right. So we've got the, love the Ankh necklaces and pendants. Okay. Necklaces and pendants. Okay. And what we've got, the Ankh. Maybe I'll throw that. We got earrings. A lot of statement earrings. A lot of earrings. Okay. And I'm going to try to pick up the pace, guys, just for your sake, but I don't want to rush it. And we got bracelets, but we will go on to the necklaces and pendants, and I'll throw that Ankh in there. Make sure it's in there. So necklaces and pendants. Here we go. Yep. Necklaces and pendants. All right. Here we go. All right. Am I zoomed in too much? I can't zoom out. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, guys. The coral necklace. Okay. I'll put the coral one in here. Include it. Yep. Here we go. So we'll put the coral in here as well. All right, guys. So necklace and pendants. The coral necklace, lovely. Yep. All right, so I'm just going to start going through this. Somebody mentioned the Ankh. So here is this ginormous Ankh, sterling silver, and it does have a scarab hanging from it, hanging from the top. Do you see that? You know what? Let me shut the door. My door wasn't completely opened. Hold on 1 second. All right. If my door's not completely closed and somebody comes in, then my door pops open. So that's what happened. All right. So we got this really big Ankh. It's not super heavy. There is tarnishing or oxidation going on. And again, I'm not polishing things for sake of the purists, because you can always polish, but you can't really unpolish. You have to give it a lot of time. So anyways, that is an Ankh. And again, hieroglyphics and a scarab hanging from it. And let's get a size of this for you. Let's see. That is 4 inches, including the bail. Without the bail, it's like 3 1/4 almost. Is that right? Yeah, so anyways, that's pretty big. And I would say 45 to start. 45 for the sterling silver Ankh. So type 45 if you're interested. Let me get a weight on it. 45 if anybody's interested in the Ankh. Otherwise, we'll move on. But that is 14 grams. So it's 1/2 of an ounce for 45 bucks. That's almost like scrap. Okay, so we're going to move. Oh, 45. Karen coming in at 45. All right, so if anybody else is interested, up until 50, it's $2 increments. So that'd be 47 if anybody's interested. 47 if somebody's interested, but it's a hanging scarab right there. 47 if anybody. Yes, it is sterling. It is sterling. Sterling silver. And it's 1/2 an ounce. 47 if anybody's interested. Okay, because, oh, Karen, yep, you just said 45 just to clarify. Cool. So 47 if anybody wants to bid against Karen, but 45. I'm not going to spend too long. If anybody, yeah, and you know what? It does not have a sterling mark, but I did test this. And that is sterling. So I'm going to give a fair warning. Unless somebody types 47, we're going to say this is going once, going twice, and sold to Karen. All right. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. I'm going to make a note of this. The Ankh goes to Karen Peterson. Karen Peterson. 45, sorry, 45. Okay, I'm gonna get a little baggie for you. Put your name on it. And again, I'm kneeling on the ground, guys, like literally kneeling. So, Karen. And Karen, I think you said you filled out the registration form, right? Were you the one that was able to register? Because if you weren't able to, yes, yay, I agree. I think that piece is super dope. In fact, well, you guys, I must not lie. I actually think everything that I buy is super dope. Some things come in jewelry bags and stuff, but if I bought this individually, I just think it's super cool. All right, so Karen Peterson, again, thank you so much. All right, so that is going into the sold pile. And you did fill out the registration. Good, because yeah, there's a lot of confusion about that. Okay, if anybody has any requests for anything in particular, say it and I'll jump to it. But I want to go to this, unless somebody says something. Thanks again, everybody that's buying. Thank you guys, and thanks for watching. Okay, so now this is a Peruvian condor inlay. Now there's a lot of these that you can see online that are alpaca, but this is not alpaca because this is actually $9.50. Alpaca is silver plated and they always market alpaca. They don't try to lie about it, but this is Peruvian and it's a condor. And that looks like lapis, or is that red coral? I think it might be blue coral. Yeah, I think that's blue coral. And all these little gemstones, like I think that's spiny oyster, coral, mother of pearl, turquoise, black onyx, etc., etc. Kind of like your usual suspects in inlay jewelry. But I love that. And it's a condor from Peru, $9.50. So it's more silver than sterling. And I would start this at $70, $70. It's beautiful, vibrant. $9.50. Let's see the size. So $70 if anybody's interested. Like I said, with the extension or with the toggle, it's about 2.25 and almost like 2.5 wide. Pretty substantial in size. So 70 if anybody's interested. Otherwise, we will move on. And we are going to move on, but I love it. All right. Here is, again, if you have any requests, just say so. Here is a sterling silver Good Fortune jade pendant. That is jade and sterling silver. And this one actually is marked right there, 925. And as well on the top. But yeah, I would do $30 for this. This is jade and sterling. It's on the smaller size. Coral necklace. Oh yeah, okay, coral necklace. I thought you were mentioning coral like in the Zuni piece. I thought you meant, yeah, that is blue coral. But yeah, that's the size, and that's the size with the bail. So I'll do the coral next. But if anybody's interested, what did I say? $30? $30? Or did I say 35? Well, now I'll just say $30 for the jade and sterling Good Fortune. And this does swing, just so you know. Sometimes those are like secure in there, but this one kind of opens up that way. So anyways, we'll move on. All right, and hello, Gina. Thanks for joining, Gina. Hello. All right, so we're just going through the jewelry. Okay. Hi, Gina. All right. Awesome. So the coral. Now this definitely has some age. It's got a barrel clasp to it. Clasp. And I think that's salmon coral. I don't really know the difference between salmon and angel skin. But I think angel skin has more white in it. But I'll just say that's salmon coral. And it's obviously twisted like a rope. And it's older because it's got the barrel clasp. And let me measure it for you. This is 17.5 inches. 17.5 inches. So I would start this at $30. Beautiful rope salmon coral necklace with some age to it. $30. They're confusing to me too. Yep. I know, angel skin. Maybe angel skin and salmon are the same. But yes, this is 30. All right, Karen, in at 30. All right, so the next bid would be 32. If anybody's interested, 32. Yeah, I love coral. And I said I originally was collecting art. I'm just going to let it sit for a minute, guys, if anybody's interested, 32. But I was originally interested in art, and I think I came across a statue that was made out of coral. And that's how I discovered coral. And then I discovered jewelry because of that. Because then I was looking for coral jewelry. So, anyways, 32, if anybody's interested, I'm going to do a fair warning. And just say it, going once, going twice. And this is sold to Karen for 30 bucks. All right, thank you. Oh, let me do it. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, thank you. All right. And you guys, I might have to just stand up and take a drink real quick. I have a collection of different corals. Love this one. Yes. I just love coral as well. And I have a friend that has so that was 30. So I'm going to put this in a little bag before we move on, guys. You have a really good friend that had a jewelry store in Spain that he inherited from his father. His father passed away when he was real young, but or 18. But he remembers when coral got banned in Europe. He was just a kid, and let me write your name on that, Karen. And he remembers the government coming in and just taking all their coral and destroying it, like right in front of them. And it's kind of like one of those tricky things, but I believe kind of like, okay, ban it if you're going to ban it, but don't destroy what's already been made. All right, thank you, Karen. All right. Sweet. Yes. Yay. I'm going to take a quick drink, guys, of some blueberry smoothie. All right. Hope I didn't gulp too loud. Oh no. I know, right? It's total waste. I mean, the coral was already like harvested, and then to just destroy it, to me, that's just ridiculous. It's almost like an insult on top of injury. So I really love this piece. So I'm going to move on to this one, unless we have any requests. But this is a sterling silver mermaid wrapped around this quartz pendant. And I just think that is super cool. Now, I think she has been polished through the years because some of the detail might be a little smooth. But do you see that? How cool that is? Like her hair wraps around the top of the crystal. Her arms. Oops. Come on, focus. Her arm right there. And her tail. Look at how big her tail is, like the fin at the end. So anyways, this is really cool. I don't see anything really like this online. So I'm going to say like 45 on this, which I think is a really good deal. And it's coming with the chain. So 45 to start. I just love this one. So 45, if anybody's interested, it does come on with a chain. Sterling silver mermaid wrapped around a crystal. 45. All right, Gina. Sweet. Yep, they do the same with ivory. All right, so we've got one bid at 45, and the chain is 20 inches. Just shy of 20 inches. It's like just shy of 20 inches, the chain. So 45. So the next, you will email me. Great. Okay, so Gina's in at 45. So the next bid would be 47. And Gina, thank you for your bid. So if anybody's interested, 47. Oh, let me get a measurement of the quartz for you, or the pendant. The pendant is like 1.5 inches. And you know what? I think somebody's coming to get me. So 1.5 inches. All right. So 45, unless we see Uh, 47. I'm gonna do fair warning because I think I have to answer my door real quick. But Gina's in at 45. Do I see 47? I'm gonna do fair warning going once, going twice, and sold to Gina. All right. Thank you, thank you. And hold on, Gina, hold on. All right. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody knocked on my door. But Gina, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll look for your email and I'll be able to invoice you. But let me put this in a bag um, before I do anything else. And we'll record this as yours. So 8. Number 8. Mermaid. Gina. Gina Peters. Gina. Gay cells. Jewelry. Perfect. And that is 45. Okay. And I'm going to put your name on this bag, and this is going straight into this little Ziploc bag for you with your name on it. And with the chain. Love it. Okay. So Gina. All right. There you go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. To all of you. I just sent the email. Thank you, Gina. Okay, and I will be able to invoice you afterwards. And like I said, guys, the shipping, I believe, up to a pound is $6. $6 up to a pound. It went into 1 pound. Just so you know. Okay. All right. You can just put Gina Gay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Gina Gay. All right. So we did the. Oh no, this one. Okay, this one is a little tricky, guys. I could do this acid test in front of you. Let me see. I am going to do it actually because this is really cool, but I cannot tell if this is aluminum or sterling. But it's got this glass. Actually, if anybody's interested, type interested and I'll test this. But I'm pretty sure it's sterling, but it is glass. This flower, and the flower looks like a little rough. Can you see that? So I just think it's cool. I love it. I think it looks pretty rustic. And this would start at 25 if anybody's interested. And I can test it. Yes, congrats. It's going up April 26. It's going up April 26. What's going up on April 26? Okay, but anybody interested, just write interested and I'll test it. Otherwise, okay, interested. Okay, Penny. So did I say 25? I did. So, okay, I got this little touchstone right here. I'm gonna do a scratch. And there's the silver mark. Got some 18K. Let's see if it turns blue. If not, I am glad I tested this. This is not turning blue. So you know what I would say? I'm going to change that price to $10 if you're interested. That is not sterling. I think it is aluminum. It's very lightweight, but that is real glass with a real flower. And I just love that design. I love it. So if anybody's interested, say 10. Otherwise we will move on. But I'll be right back to check the bids or not, because I want to get this acid out of here. You're not supposed to breathe this stuff. So I'm pretty good at wiping it off as soon as I do a test. All right, so did anybody bid 10? I know that changes things substantially, not being sterling. All right, so we're gonna put that back. And if you change your mind, Penny, just let me know. Okay, we've got this little mother of pearl inlay cross. that I would say start for $10. And it is very, very, very intricately carved. On the back. Oh, you guys see my price tag. I bought it for $4, which I thought was a steal of a deal. But I would let it go at 10. Because I think there's one online for 20, but I noticed its little center. See how there's this little dome in the center? Theirs was missing. So this is like perfectly intact. $10. Oh, shipping is going up. Oof. So $10 if anybody's interested in this. I think it's gorgeous. $10 if anybody's interested. And if not, we will move on. All right. So we're going to move on. All right. If anybody has one in particular that they want to see before we move on, let me know. Okay. I'm going to do this druid. This is, I learned, the Green Man, I believe. It's a tree spirit. And let me just adjust my screen so I can see. But this is a sterling silver Green Man. It's like a tree spirit. It's marked. Where is it marked? Sorry to move around so much. Oh yeah, right in the center, 925. No other marks. But I would, and this one is actually pretty heavy. What does this weigh? It's kind of big. Well, not terribly big, but that is with the bale, like 1.5 inches. But I am gonna put that on the scale because it is 14. So that's like half an ounce. So I would start that at 45. If anybody's interested, that's like almost spot, but 45 for the Druid Green Man, which is a tree spirit. As far as what viewers have told me when I did a short, so 45 for the Green Man, if anybody's interested. 45. Okay, so, oh, there's some hearts. Thank you for the hearts, guys. And we will move on unless somebody types 45 to place a bid. Okay, so we're going to move on. All right. Here is a fine little Mia Fiore. This thing is really cute. It is marked Italy, 925. Let's see. See if I can get you guys in there. 925 Italy. And we are going to say $30 to start that one. $30. McKinley says hi. Said hi. Hi, McKinley. Hello, hello. Okay, so what did I say? $30 for this. If anybody's interested, that's sterling silver and glass Mia Fiore from Italy. And that is like almost an inch. It seems smaller in real life, to be honest. It's very dainty and fine. But anyways, we'll move on, guys. All right. And another $30 one is this. This is blue Itessa's Jade. And it is on sterling. And do you see like this? One side has these engravings in it. And again, this Tessa's Jade. But $30 if anybody's interested in this. And I'm going to just gem test it right here for you. Just to make sure. Yeah, it goes up to nephrite. Nephrite. Okay, but it does, it's just a simple piece. That'd be perfect for just like in a layering or by itself on a choker size or long. So anybody interested? The Crystal Prayer Blocks necklace. All right, we'll do that next. Okay, so nobody, oh, $30 penny with the jade. If anybody else is interested, that would be 32. But let's see. And I don't know what that says, penny. I hope it doesn't say anything bad. Like, you know, I'm not going to give examples. But I'm pretty sure they didn't put, like, foul messages on these things. And of course, I'm joking around. Okay, it probably says something like health. So 32 if anybody else is interested. Otherwise, we're going to do a fair warning pretty soon. $30 is the current bid. 32. Okay, guys, I'm going to do a fair warning. Going once, going twice. and sold to Penny. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Penny. All right, let me just record that. And the crystal prayer box will be next. So, blue jade, pendant, penny. All right. So I'm gonna get a little baggie. I'm gonna mark this. Your name on it. Penny. All right, Penny. Thank you so much. Here's your name. And here comes your pendant. All right, and put that in the sold pile. All right. Thank you, thank you. All right. Oh, peace and safety. How in the world did you find that so fast, McKinley? Did you do a Google image search that quick, or did you just know? That's amazing. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this prayer box because these are just super cool. All right, now this one is in the shape of a fish and it does come on a chain. And I apologize that some of these things come on chains and some don't. So I'm sorry if you buy something without a chain, but I just kind of keep it the way it's found mostly. But this is in the shape of a fish. It's got a cross on it. And that is, let's see, that is filigree. Oh wait, is it? Let's see, let's open it up. It's got this safety on the side. Very nice. And it's got like this scroll work as well on the sides. The back also has some embossment. And this is really securely attached. It's not loose or anything. It's got a nice little click to it when you open it. And then inside, yeah, so that is filigree. The top is filigree. See how there's like cutouts? And it's got some heavy oxidation inside. And it says 925. And I think there's a maker's mark. Yeah. So anyways, really cool. And of course you put prayer in there. And, or you could like say put ashes or whatever you want, you know? All right, so that's in the shape of a fish on this fine chain. The chain is measuring 16 inches. So for the prayer box, I would say 35 to start, $35. It is sterling silver, embossed with filigree, nice oxidation on the side. 35 if anybody's interested. That's what I was asking for too. Oh, the amethyst. Ooh. Are you talking about this amethyst? Or this amethyst? Oh, when you said prayer box. I getcha. I thought you meant this one. Because that one, I don't know if it's a prayer box or mantra box. So okay, so I get it, guys. You weren't going after this one, so we'll put it back. All right, fine. Just kidding. All right, yes, the big crystal. Now that, you guys, I must say, is a heavy hitter. I spent, ugh. I'll just tell you what I spent on it. I spent $100 because I have never seen something like this. So when I saw it, I was just like, dude, I need to see that. I need to see that. Because again, I've never seen anything like it. Amethyst on top. This does test as rock crystal. And it's got like the perfect shape to it. See how, like from the side, like this is made just so well where the point comes down in the front and then in the center, of course. But it's like perfectly designed. It's got all this embossment all around the sides. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this is sterling. And what's also beautiful about it, okay, so before moving on to the chain, slow down, Rob. Open it up. It's got a nice latch on it too. And so you'd kind of like let this go back before you open it. And there you go. So the point of this, I mean, they say prayer or mantra, like whenever you put something in there, it's resting directly on top of the crystal. Do you see that? And of course, in metaphysics and, you know, stuff like that, and energy groups, you know, there's certain properties associated with crystals. and then just secure shut. And that is an amethyst. Let me just test it, just to make sure, but I've tested this before. Yeah, it's amethyst. Okay, and rock crystal with this latch that goes over it. And it's on this chain, and the chain is textured. Do you see that? It's got like rope chain. And what I love about this is that it's kind of short. Like, I like the choker styles, but let me see what this would measure at. This is measuring at, just the chain is measuring at like 16 inches. And the hook on it is this, like an S hook. And it does have 925 on it. And the pendant itself, lovely. It is huge. It is. Check it out. This is a big one. That's why I'm saying, like, this is like a heavy hitter. Okay, so with the bail, well, not with that one right there, but just the bail that's like built into it, that is 3.5 inches. Without that, like just the actual pendant itself, it's about 3 inches. And the crystal itself is about over 1.5 inches. So, like I said, I spent $100 on this. And so I would let it go here. I think I have it listed on YouTube for 300 and I have like 3 watchers on it. So I would say 170, guys. And to me, that's a bargain. Like I said, I have it listed on eBay, which if anybody were to buy it right now, I just have to cancel their sale. But I have it listed at 300 with like three watchers or something. And I would do this at 170. So anyways, if anybody's interested, oh, let me give a weight to you. Like I said, this is a substantial piece. This is substantial. I'm going to put it in ounces. It is 2.5 ounces. 2.5 ounces. 175 if anybody's interested. Okay, because again, I spent 100 and it is on eBay for 300 with several watchers, or 295, I should say. But I know that's a lot, but that is a lot of crystal, it's a lot of sterling, and it's a lot of matte amethyst. And I think it's a really, not in my budget this week, but it's an awesome piece. Yes, it is. It is. And like I said, okay, just so you know, I found another one like similar online for 225, but it was like almost half the size. It was like maybe this big, like that. And it was kind of like short and stunt. But yeah, I get it. I get it. But yeah. And also take my email, jewelry trading post at Gmail. And if I'm going to have another sale, which I think I will, just say, hey, can you bring that pendant back? I will do it. I will happily do it. But that will go for 175 right now. I'm sorry, Karen. Okay, so anyways, that is beautiful. I agree with you guys. All right, here's a sterling cross with amethyst. And that is pretty substantial too. There is like some sticker residue, which I'd have to get rid of. But that one is big. Let's see how much that is in grams. And again, if you guys want to see a piece in particular, like you did with that crystal one, just let me know. Hey, can we see that other one? 18 grams. So that's more than half an ounce. And I would say $60 for that, $60. That's pretty big, $60. Thank you for showing it. You're welcome, Karen. Thank you for, being here. Thank you, and for participating in the chat, and for requesting to see something, and just for, everything. So 2.5. So if anybody's interested, what did I say? $60. Otherwise, we'll move on. Okay, and we're moving on. And guys, you know what? I just want to let you know, I was so scared to do the show. I was like, I don't think anybody's going to come. I'm going to be all by myself. This is going to be a total disaster. Nobody's... And I was like, whew, I am so glad that you guys are here. Super glad. Super glad. All right, next, if there's any request, oh, 60, 60. All right, $60, Gina. Okay, we're going back to the cross. Gina is the next 60 with amethyst. $60. That is very cool. Would you say that's gothic? I think it kind of looks gothic, right? Like it's such an unusual design, but that's a lot of amethyst. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. Oh, 62, 65 would be the next bid, by the way. 65, if anybody's seeing 65. Looks goth to me. Yeah. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 15, 23, 24 amethyst, if I'm counting correctly. So $60, a lot of sterling. $60. If anybody wants it, 65. Otherwise, it's going to go to Gina at 60. So I'm going to just give it a minute. And Gina, I think you're going to get it. We're going to go once, going twice, and sold to Gina. All right, Gina, thank you so much. And hey, because there was a delay, I kind of set it down and moved on to the next item. Boom. Thank you, Gina. While I pack this, just say retract if I messed up on anything. Okay, because I kind of like left and then I came back and I saw 60. Or just tell me, say yes, I want that, or I wanted it. Say yes, I wanted it. But otherwise, I might have to clarify that just to make sure I wasn't messing up there. Okay, because I came back and saw the bid. So Gina, Sterling, amethyst cross, amethyst. Because maybe you even left the chat room after that. All good. Yeah, put it in with mermaid. You got it. All right, $60. All right. And hey, Gina, I forget. Well, for everybody, just remember the link wasn't working for everybody. And I kind of, at this point, I'm kind of, this is going in the bag for you, Gina. Put your name on it. All right, it's got your name. Boom. All right, going into the bag, and it will go with your mermaid. Okay, so yeah, if you guys don't know already, there's some people that had problems registering with the forum online. So if you did, just email me your information. That's like pinned in the about section. Can I see the jade flower? Yes. Yes, you can, Penny. You just came up on my feed, but I might have already been subscribed. You know, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just stoked that you guys are here, however you got here. But here, Penny, this is the green one, right? The jade flower. I don't know if, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. But yeah, this is super cool. And this has 2 holes on opposite sides. But before I get to that, check it out. It's carved like that on both sides, and the petals alternate. You see that? How the petals are alternating between the sides. And this tests as nephrite. But I will admit, okay, I know there's a lot of tests that you have to do for jade and different gemstones, and just because the Presidium says it's jade, like nephrite and stuff, that's just what it's reading. So I can't say that this couldn't be like, I don't know, there's other green stones, but it does test as nephrite. And that one, describe because I watch your videos. Cool. Now this one I would go for $40, and that is testing as nephrite, and the size is pretty big. It's like at 2.5 inches. $40 pennies in that. So if anybody is interested, it's now 42. But that also, I'll get the weight of it. But do I see a 42? Okay, currently 40. That is 43 grams. So in ounces, that's almost, not quite 2, but 1.5 ounces. So let's see if we see a 42. Otherwise, we are going to do a fair warning pretty soon. 2 for Penny at 40. So, okay, you guys, fair warning going once, going twice, and sold to Penny. Let me set it down. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do a recording. 11 jade pendant. 40. 2 Penny. All right, thank you. And that's 3. Okay, so I'm going to get a little baggie. Put your name on it. It's going in there for you. Whoop. Oh, it's so big it almost doesn't fit. All right. And again, would you hang that like with the holes on the side so that the string goes up or the thing? Or would you do it like this with something hanging down? Just curious, because you have 2 options there. All right, and I'm gonna just make sure this is Penny. All right. And we got that recorded in the book. Putting in the sold. Okay, guys. Sweet. Thank you so much again to everybody that's been purchasing. And thank you for being here. Okay, so I'm going to try to, if there's any requests, let me know, because I don't want to be keeping you here longer. Yes, I would do it from both. Oh, yeah, right? You have your option. Okay, so if you guys want to see anything in particular, let me know. I'm going to do this little koala because I think I looked this up after I did it, found it. But this is, I believe, enamel on porcelain. This little koala. And it's marked on the back. Oh, is that why I said it? I think this is valuable. There's a signature. Augusta. That's right. Now, I think there's some value to this, and it's been a long time since I've looked it up. So I might be, I'm just going to let this go. I'm going to say 65 because you guys, you have your windows open. Do a search, Augusta sterling silver enamel pendant. I'm not going to because I just want to keep it kind of, on the down low. Maybe I'm asking too much, but 65, did I just say? 65. And it's been a long time since I looked this up. But 65, if anybody's interested, it's porcelain, painted porcelain as far as I know, like enamel. Let's see. And it is marked Augusta on the back. So, if anybody's interested, I changed my mind. I do want the crystal mantra necklace. Okay, all right, we are going to go back to the crystal mantra necklace. Okay, so if anybody's interested in this, speak now or forever hold your peace, or until the next show. All right, so we are putting that back for now. All right, and we are going back to this. All right, and I believe I said 175, correct? So Karen, I want you to be completely happy, and I think you're going to be. Like I said, if you did some research and look online, there's another one kind of similar to it, but it's much smaller for like 225 or 250 or something. But go ahead, and if you want this for 175, can you type that in the chat just to make it official, 175? But yeah, this is a big one. This is substantial. I mean, this. Oh, and I will let you know, there is just like a slight little, what do you call it? Kind of like a little bend that you barely notice from the side, but this comes down, right? And this opens up. So Karen, if you're interested, 175, you just did it. So if anybody else is interested, this would be 180 at this point, and that opens up right there to the crystal. Now there is like some little oxidation side. So 170. 180, I'm sorry. It'd be 180 if somebody else is interested. 175 is the current bid. 180 for the next. It just closes like that. So 180. If anybody else wants it, bid 180 now. Otherwise, we were already here before, and I believe this is going to be going to Karen. Okay, so fair warning, guys. Going once, going twice, and sold to Karen. Okay, let me. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. That is a big piece in that chain. All right, so I'm gonna record this. Okay, so mantra necklace, mantra necklace, and it's going to. You're sweating now. I've said I'm sweating too. All right, we're both sweating, Karen. At 175. I had to close all my windows here because this is a loud street that I'm on. And yep, we are both sweating. Maybe you can see the sweat. No. Okay, but yeah, it's warm. And I'm nervous because this is my first show. I'm not as nervous anymore. I think you guys have been a great crowd, great customers to be here, viewers, all of the above. Let me put your name on there, Karen. But I was really nervous. Like I said, I was like, nobody's gonna be here. Karen. Okay, so this is, sorry, this is going in the bag. All right, you're doing great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all for being here and watching and buying and just chatting. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually really liking it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to pick up the pace a little bit because what time is it? It's like, okay, it's not too bad, 3:24. Okay, this is this cool little pendant. And thanks again, guys. I don't know what kind of stone that is. I don't think it's glass. I know there's like some weird name, like gasophyte or something like that. But this is Mexico. Oh, right? Yeah, Mexico. 25. Really pretty blue with yellow swirls in there. And it does have a chain that is sterling. And this is like not terribly big. With the veil, it's about 1 inches. Without, about a little over half. But I would say 45 to start on this one. Sterling silver, $45. Perfect for the beach. Or, you know, like, I think it's like, I don't know. I just like it a lot. 45 if anybody's interested. $45 if anybody's interested. But I'm going to just move on. And because I'm going to try to go a little faster. But I don't want to like get too confused if somebody's like, if there's a delay with that. But anybody that types 45 will go back to that. Okay, so we're going to go into this really cute one. This is an inlay with, it's almost got like a Western style. But this is by QT, if I remember correctly. And I think that was one of those companies that hired Native American silversmiths to do the work, but wasn't necessarily Native American owned, if I'm remembering correctly. Might have even been sold on like the Jewelry TV network, QVC or something. But that is really cool inlay with engraved. I love the heart. So we will say 45 to start on that one if anybody's interested, because it is inlay. 45 if anybody's interested. Okay, so 45. All right, so I'm going to move on. Again, I'm going to try to pick up the pace just a little bit because I don't want to keep you guys here unnecessarily long. All right, here's a really cool pearl necklace with sterling silver. Some really heavy oxidation in the center, which I love. Now there is a little bit, oops, let's see. See this there's kind of like, it's not scratched, but there's some portions where it's kind of got like a little cloudy, or like where some of the oxidation isn't completely solid. See that? Yeah, like some little spots on it, some clear spots in the oxidation. But I just think that adds to the age. Of course, you can polish it if you want, but I would go 55 for this. I think it's a really cool design. 55 for sterling silver. It almost has like an Art Nouveau look to it with sterling silver pearl in the center. 55. Did I say 55? 55. 55 if anybody's interested. Otherwise, we will move on. And it does have a chain on it. All right, like that. So anyways, 55 bucks if anybody's interested. Otherwise, we're going to move on, which we are going to do right now. All right, now this is an interesting piece. This is an African, I forget the name of the tribe, like Doma or Dharma or something. But there's very conflicting reports on what this means, including some people have said like goat testicles or something like that. Not to gross you out, but this is kind of like a pendant. You can find these as rings online. But these kind of are all over the place in price. But it is, as far as I can tell, copper. I believe it's copper. But I just like that cool look. I think it's very boho, super different. Of course, it's from Africa, so it's got some cultural and ethnic meaning to it. But I would say 15 to start on that one, $15 if anybody's interested. 15. So anyways, where's that bronze? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the metal is, but 15 if anybody's interested in this pendant. It would look great on leather. All right, so I'm going to move on. 15. If somebody's still interested, just type 15. Here's a tiny little Heidi Klum 925 heart, Heidi Klum, Thailand. And now, is that the quatrefoil? I'm not sure. But yeah, very dainty little piece. And I would say $20 for the Heidi Klum tiny little pendant. But it is solid. That's not hollow. $20. Did I say 20? Yeah, $20, right? It's about a half an inch. $20 if anybody's interested. Heidi Klum. $20 with the quatrefoil in the center. Okay, so we're going to move on. And again, if I move on and you want me to go back to something, let me know. And if you want me to jump to something or a different category, people are getting tired of this, let me know. Okay, so we already did this. You guys said, oh, I meant the other prayer box. Okay, so this is tourmaline. Beautiful purple tourmaline in this mount. This is actually, to be honest, one of like kind of like the pieces that I just really, really love. But that's sterling silver with tourmaline, and it is marked sterling, which suggests an older age. But yeah, that's a beautiful pendant. And again, that's kind of like one of my favorites. And I don't know, I doubt it's Native American because this would probably be solid closed. But I don't think they always close it. But anyways, is there a signature? Okay, so I would say 50 bucks for this. That is tourmaline and sterling. 50 bucks if anybody's interested. 50 bucks. All right. So, anyways, I love it. You can see through it. See it? Obviously, you can see through it. There we go. All right. $50 if anybody's interested. All right, moving on. And this, I don't know what kind of stone it is. I would do 20. This is sterling silver mount. $20. I don't know if that is chrysoprase. Oh no, chrysocolla. I think it might be chrysocolla. I was thinking initially, I thought it was turquoise. But we'll say $20. This is really big. Why did my phone went so dark on me? Okay, there we go. $20 for the chrysocolla, I believe. The smaller charms would be great for a charm bracelet. Oh yeah, like the Heidi Klum. Yep. Oh, and speaking of charms, hey, Penny, are you into charms? Let me know. $20 for this chrysocolla, I believe. sterling bracelet. And do you guys, did the screen go dark for you? Let me know if the screen went dark for you, because my video is really dark. But I don't know if it's my phone going into like an energy saver or something. Let me know if it went dark. But hey, Penny, I have so many charms. Let me know if you're interested in a charm sale, because I literally have like a Ziploc freezer bag full of them. Okay, and this one I think is chrysoprase. And again, let me know. Okay, not dark here. Woo! All right. Sweet. Yeah, but I could do a charm cell, and I want to do a charm cell. I've got a gazillion of them, and I did make charm bracelets. So we'll do the same thing. Actually, I say 25, because I think this is chrysoprase on sterling. 25 for this one, guys. Not me. Okay, good. Not me. Oh, not you? Like, not dark here. Oh, not me. Like, not into a charm bracelet or charm sale. But during COVID, I couldn't buy at the thrift store. So you guys, I'm going to set this down. It was 25 if anybody's interested. I think that's chrysoprase and sterling silver. If anybody wants to go back to it, just let me know. But during COVID, to complete that thought, when all the thrift stores were closed, I started ordering charms online and making charm bracelets out of like different themes, like nautical and western and hearts and all sorts of things. Man, those puffy hearts. Okay, so this is abalone with an artisan sterling silver mount. I think this is awesome. Epic. It is huge. It's really big. Let's see. This is about over 3 inches big. Now that is definitely like an artisan piece. That's like 3 1/4. Somebody definitely had some skill to do that. Well, at least I think so. So anyways, I will say $50 for this if anybody's interested. $50 for this huge abalone and sterling silver pendant. $50 if anybody's interested. Yes, so pretty indeed. It's really gorgeous. Perfect for summer. Yep. Okay, so $50 if somebody's interested. Otherwise, I'm going to put it down. And again, feel free to say, hey, can you go back to that? All right, these are fun little guys. 2 of them. Now, these are both sterling silver and glass. Obviously, one's pink, one is blue, baby blue, sterling silver, sterling silver. Okay, and I would start these at 45 each. They're pretty heavy, actually. 45 each. But let's just do, if interested, type interested and say which color. Okay, but I think they belong together. Like, you could definitely, could you layer both of those together, like one under the other? Maybe one a little longer or something like that. I think they're super fun. Let me get a weight on them. And if anybody's interested, did I say 50? Or what did I say? Well, I'm going to move on unless somebody is interested. Say interested in the glass pink or blue pendant. Okay, so moving on because I'm starting to forget what I said. All right, so here is one of my favorite pieces because of this pendant. This is sterling silver. It's not marked, and I didn't know for sure if it was sterling when I bought it, but it is. I came home and tested it, and that, if you look up those sterling silver roses or flowers, they're again like $220, $200. They're pretty expensive, but this is currently on this necklace, and I don't know if that's agate or what, but the sterling silver findings at the end, and it's got this tag made with love. And I know they're a brand, but I think what they do, I don't think they mass produce. I could be wrong, but I think what they do is like they're artisan, like, you know, one of a kind pieces. And I think they sourced this and sourced the beads and made this together. But that pendant alone, I'm telling you, is worth a good amount of money in my opinion. So I would say 85 for this, because again, look up sterling silver flowers. They're pretty expensive. 40, so 85 if anybody's interested in that. And like I said in this one video, I'm so tempted to remove that and put it on a chain or put it on a leather cord. I think that's awesome. So 85 if anybody's interested. Otherwise, we're going to move on. Okay, so we're going to move on. And again, if you guys want me to go back to a piece, let me know. Okay, we got this cute little salamander. I think it's salamander. Okay, cute little dainty thing. And that is sterling silver. And it's hanging from its tail. How cute is that, right? And let me see. Gosh, I wish you could see my screen. It's like super gray, black right now. But yeah, that's a sterling salamander. We'll say 25 for that, and it is on a sterling chain. 25 for the sterling salamander hanging from its tail. 25. The flower is beautiful. Yep, it is. It's gorgeous. Again, pretty pricey when you look online and stuff, but I loved that pendant so much. So 25 for this if anybody's interested. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. And so we're moving on, and I do have this amethyst in the center of this heart with some etchings on it, and that is I'm gonna start that at 35. That's super pretty etchings. 35 with a little hole in the back to let the light in. Sterling silver amethyst. 35 if anybody's interested. All right, yeah, that pendant is super cool. Okay, this is another, I believe, Gold Hills piece. It's a pendant with like this flower on top, applied on top of the centerpiece. I did test that for gold, if it was gold, but it's not. I should cut the little thing off, of course. But anyways, it's got several markings there. I don't know if you can see, but that is, I'm gonna go for 45, guys, if you're interested. 45 for what I believe is gold, or what did I say? Black Hills. Okay, so 45 for the Black Hills. Otherwise, we're gonna move on. Let's see. Okay, we got this little guy, which is not sterling, but hey, he's got like a little gargoyle at the top of this knife, and it's not sterling. So I'm just gonna say 8 for that. It's just a costume piece. $8 for the knife with the gargoyle on it. $8 if anybody's interested. And it is a name. Who's the name on that? Where's the name? I forget, but it's not an expensive piece. $8 if anybody's interested. Okay, you guys, I believe we went through all of, oh no, there's this Blue Cross, that's glass, and I would say 15 for that if anybody's interested. That's sterling silver, blue glass. 15 for that. If anybody's interested, feel free to type 15 for the blue glass. 15 for the blue glass. Otherwise, I'm gonna move on just to respect everyone's time. Oh, and I did see one more pendant in there. This is PS & Co. 1999. Those are rhinestones and enamel in the center with a mustard seed. And PS & Co. 1999. It can be worn as a pin or as a pendant. All right. So I think I would do like 20 on that. PS & Co. Oops. Original price tag showing. All right. So $20. PS & Co. If anybody's interested, feel free to just type it. Watching now. Oh, okay, sweet. All right. I looked down and the cursor was over the watching now. And I'm like, wait, I think everybody's gone. Darn it, I'm by myself. But no, you guys are still with me. Thank you so much. Now, this is a gorgeous piece. That is an aquamarine at top. Amethyst, pearl, and peridot. So those are real gemstones, and that's real aquamarine on sterling silver. I think that's just beautiful. I love the elements, the design, and the flow. I love the color scheme. So that would be, I would say 55 for that if anybody's interested. 55. I think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Little measuring thing there. And that is with the bail about 2 inches, without about 1.5. So 55 if anybody's interested. Oops. All right, guys. So I'm going to move on. And if you guys want me to come back to any category or any of these, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to do a new category. Woo! All right, guys. We are moving along. We got through rings. We've gone through pendants. Somebody said before that they were interested in pearls. So let's just go ahead and do pearls real quick. And I'll try to be a little um, respectful of everybody's time here. I don't want to go on too long. It's been almost 3 hours. And I'm going to try to go a little quicker. But, in fact, maybe to speed things up, maybe I'll just let you guys let me know if you want to see anything. Because I probably should be calling this auction maybe around like 4:30, and it's 3:42. I'll let you know. I have like, I help my mom, and she's all about an evening drive and getting out of the house. And so I should call this at 4:30. If there's any categories we don't get to, I'll probably do brooches after this. Oh no, you know what? I'll let you guys choose the category. Okay, so there's pearls. Okay. Pearls, like these, with this one Native American piece in there. Or bracelets. There we go. This one is a Nolan Miller. Some jerseys. All sorts of things. This is a Ross Simmons right there. Beautiful tourmaline. Okay, so you guys, you're going to choose the next category. Let me know. Earrings. Lots and lots of earrings. Okay. Run the native piece, Bear Paw. Okay, for sure. And if you see one piece in the category, we don't have to go through the whole category. So I'm going to pull out the bear piece. Bear Paw. And I'll show the rest of the categories. So if there's like one piece of like, what do you call it? Yeah, just think, okay, like if you want to see this, can I see the coral, beaded bracelet? Where's the gemstone or this or one of those bracelets I'm interested in? Let me know. Okay, on the native piece, Bear Paw, we will. So we got pearls, bracelets, earrings, glass. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, how did that? My camera went bright and then it went dim again. Glass, like super big pendants right there. Or brooches. And I think what I might have to do is go to brooches if nobody votes for another category. Okay, because I have some brooches in here from a friend that was hoping I could help sell some of her stuff. So these are brooches. So unless anybody objects or wants to see anything else, we will do brooches next. Okay, so this is the bear paw necklace. Super cool. Here's the back. It looks Zuni. I'm not sure. Now, again, I don't polish, guys. Man, in fact, I sold this one piece, and the person inquired, they're like, did you polish it? And I'm like, no, I didn't. And then they returned it from eBay. They're like, he polished it. You never polished a Native American piece. And he just left bad review because he felt like I polished it. But anyway, so see, there is some this might need a cleaning more than a polish. Just with some soap rather than polish. But yeah, I love that so much. That's really nice. Really gorgeous. And it is sterling silver. And like I said, there are no marks, right? Oh, sterling, actually there is. But guys, I don't know why my screen has gone grayish on me. I can't read it. It's almost like in an energy saver mode or something. Oh, maybe that's what it is. But anyways, that's the back. That's the mark. So anyways, yeah, really, really nice piece. And I would start that at 85. And that is bear paws coming down. And let me see. Sorry. Let me straighten that out for you. It's kind of a dainty piece. So 85 if you're interested, Karen. Just type the bid if you're interested. Oh, there's these feathers hanging. So that is Really nice. Oh, I can get a measurement too. Let me just with the colorful bracelet in the middle. Okay, I'll go back to those. Let's see. This is measuring um, 9 inches times 2, so that'd be 18 inches. And then the drop is about, now I'm not gonna lie, this is a lightweight piece, okay? These are kind of like hollow. So 18 inches with let's move that up for you, a 2.5 inch drop. So, what did I say, 85? Did I say 85? Hey, let's just say 85. 85 if you're interested, Karen. Otherwise, oh, you have matching earrings. Awesome. Yeah, I love everything Native American. And I'm sorry I didn't bring out more Native American. In fact, actually, I do have one more. And hey, Penny, I will definitely get to that bracelet. Oh, 85 for Karen. Okay, so Karen is in at 85. And let's just give it a minute, but $90 would be the next bid. So 85 right now for Karen. Karen is in at 85. If anybody else is interested, please type 90. But that is so far 85. Some feathers. And that green is a really dark, almost like malachite green. Is that actually malachite? So Karen, take a look at those stones, because I don't think that's turquoise. Say retract if you're not interested, because I don't know if I mentioned turquoise, but that might be malachite. Let me just make sure. Let me run this on the gem test. In fact, it might be glass. Oh no. It's kind of in the glass section. Okay, so Karen, malachite is fine too, but I think this might be glass. I don't know where malachite lies in the gem tester, but just say retract if you're not interested in it. But it's definitely, in my opinion, legit. I know Native Americans used everything from plastic to all sorts of materials. It didn't have to be like turquoise, just meant the color. Say retract if not interested in this, but turquoise wasn't the gemstone to them, it was the color. So malachite is fine too. So hey, if you want, oh, okay, yeah. So if you want to retract, say retract. Otherwise, we're gonna keep bid stands. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you guys, I'm not going to spend too much long on this. Bid stands. So 85 to Karen, and we'll say going once, going twice, and sold to Karen. All right, Karen. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. Okay, so bear paw. Sterling bear paw. Bear paw necklace. Karen. Okay. And that was at 85. Okay, thank you, Karen. Let me get the little bag, and then Penny, we'll get to that bracelet for you. Let me just get this wrapped up for Karen. And again, guys, I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you talking, and I appreciate you bidding, and I thank you for all your purchases, and again, just being here. All right, so Karen, I have to go, but I'm so glad I came to your sale. Awesome first live. Thank you, Karen. And I really appreciate you coming. Thank you so much. And I will have more. I will. Thank you. And we will see you next time. But I'm going to put your name on this right now. Okay, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. All right, you guys. I'm still here, though. And I am just finding my marker. Where'd it go? Okay, let me grab another marker because I do not want to get these things misplaced or mislabeled. Okay, so that is going to Karen. Oh, we can't write when the object's in there. Okay, so Penny, we are going to go to that bracelet, see which one you're talking about. And you guys, again, I probably will have to call this show in about maybe 30, 40 minutes. Just because, like I said, I help my mom out. She doesn't drive anymore, and she just has to get out and go on a drive in the evening. Okay, so here we go. Now, which one is it? Is it this one? Okay. Let me know which one, Penny. The colorful bracelet. Or... Yes. How did I guess? Well, maybe because it's in the middle, right? You're like, the one in the middle. Okay. And I'm like, whoa, how did I guess? Okay, so that is a Druzy on sterling. And you know what? I did not test this. Most pieces I've tested. So, Penny, before we get really into this, I'm going to test it for you. I don't want to take any risks mislabeling things. So I'm going to just do a real quick acid test. It's coming off nice. Where is it coming off nice? Nothing, 925. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I am glad I tested. Check that out. Urgh, not sterling. Dang it. Okay, so anyways. Penny, I'm glad I did that. I did not want to sell anything incorrectly advertised. So that just dropped the price of that significantly. Okay, but those are real Druzys as far as I can tell. And it's super gorgeous. Okay. And I think I paid $15 for that. But I would sell this because it's not sterling. I would sell it with a starting bid of 8. So I spent 15 and I would let that go at $8. It's pretty big. Size 2. Okay. That does go to, let's see. So there's the connector. It's from like a 7.5 to up to, let's see, 7.5 to 8 would be the second size. And then like almost 8 3/4. Yeah, 7.5, 8, 8 3/4. So you're bidding 8. All right. So if anybody else is interested, we would need a $9 bid. Anything under 20 is a $1 bid. But that is just really beautiful. Like, honestly, the colors, the iridescence on that. I think there's like titanium Druzys. But $9 if anybody else is interested. Otherwise, we are going to say that goes to Penny. But I think that might have a titanium finish on it. Is that correct? I'm very new to Druzys. But that is gorgeous. When I got it, a lot of the pieces when I'm driving home, I just stare at them. But this one was just like really calling me to like look at the reflection. Okay, so we are going to count that as going once, going twice, and sold to Penny. Oh, thank you, Penny. Thank you. All right, let me just get this recorded. All right. Druzy bracelet. And I'm so glad we tested that. Oh, man. And I'm kind of sorry, Penny. It's not sterling, but, you know, at least we know, right? What's the one commercial, the PSA? Something about knowing. Did you hear me walking in circles? I'm like, because I'm literally walking in circles trying to find my little Ziploc bags. Where did they go? Okay, that's odd. Okay, so I'm gonna just grab one from over here. And we're gonna say Penny. All right. And oh, did I not do this yet? Thank you, Penny. All right, Penny. With the Druzy. Sweet. sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. Now, do you guys want to see any more of the bracelets? Or should we move on to brooches? Brooches or bracelets? I could do a real quick preview of each one. How about that? All right, so Penny, that's going into the bag for you. Thank you. All right. So, I'll just show you real quick what we're looking at. Down here is a chrysoprase, I believe, on leather that I got for $4.95. And I would sell it at 10. I'm pretty bad at removing some of these tags, but because that is chrysoprase as far as I know. Let's just test it. Yeah, that does go up into the garnet tourmaline department. No, it goes into the chrysoprase. So as far as I know, that's chrysoprase on leather. If anybody's interested in any one of these pieces, just name it when I say it. This I'm gonna hold on to. This is garnet, and I believe those are sterling, but I'm not ready to price that right now. I just don't know. So I'm gonna hang on to that. This is a Nolan Miller. I think it's super cool. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it. Okay. Beautiful. All right, Nolan Miller. And that would probably start at 40. 40 for the Nolan Miller. This is just like a $10 like faux pearl gold tone necklace. I mean bracelet. And if anybody's interested, we're gonna try to speed it up. So I'll just describe the things and you can just name it if you want to bid on it, okay? And I'll give you the starting bid. This would be a Ross Simmons gemstones in the shape of flowers, obviously, on sterling silver. Is that upside down? Nope. And that would start at 100, because these are hard to find now. Like, you find, if you do a Google image search, then you'll see the same one and you go to it and it's sold. So that would be $100. All right. Going back to, and just name it if you want to bid on it. Just say, hey, Ross Simmons or the flower bracelet, I want to bid. This is a gold-filled scarab, gemstone, and pearl bracelet. And those are in this sharp shape, scarabs with etchings on the back. Gold-filled, and I believe that's 18K gold-filled, but that would be $30. Okay, now give dimensions and stuff if everybody's interested, if anybody's interested. Okay, I skipped one or two. This is a Tapata piece with gemstones. I think I would start that at 80 sterling silver gemstones. Really nice, big chunky piece. And I'm just gonna periodically check on chat, see if you guys are saying you're interested. All right, and here's a hematite and sterling silver bead. Sterling silver bracelet. I'm not the biggest fan of hematite, I'll be honest, but I absolutely love this piece. It's got like an Art Nouveau look to it or something with those like flower connectors or leaf connectors. And that's sterling silver and hematite. All right. And I would actually say like 38, going bid on that. Okay. Here is like what looks to be like Larimar, right? And pearl. And this is not sterling. So this would be like a $10 piece. This is also, I think these are sterling, but these are not. Glass. So that'd be like an $8 piece, but it's really pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Beautiful. All right, here's a multi-strand neck bracelet with red coral, citrine, turquoise, and garnet. And that is on sterling silver. There is like some type of hallmark on there, but I couldn't figure it out. But that one would start at like 45. 45. Okay. And this is like a faux coral piece right there with like faux little pearls. Everything's there. And it definitely has some age. There's this clasp like that. And there are some matching earrings right here. And that set, I would start it at $20. Definitely some age there, $20. If anybody's interested, let me know. And now this one, I absolutely love this one. And it's not sterling. Possibly pewter, maybe. But I believe that's glass right here. And it is missing one little pearl right there. Okay, so anyways, that would go starting at 20. All right, if anybody's interested, let me know. Okay, so that was all the bracelets that I've got at the moment. So we're gonna move on to the brooches and try to wrap this up, guys, just so I can get my mom out of here so she doesn't go crazy. All right, okay. Whew. Let me just stretch. Okay, I've been kneeling a lot. Oh, one watching now. All right, who's watching? Who's still here? All right. Let me see. Am I able to see? I can't really tell how to tell. How do I know? Hey, say hi if you're still here. Oh, two watching now. Okay. I was gonna say, because if I'm the only person here, I don't know if I'm counted as a watcher. But anyways, all right. So you guys, we're gonna go through earrings real quick. And if you want me to stop on any piece, let me know. Oh wait, no, we weren't gonna do earrings. I'm so sorry, guys. We have got to do brooches. But if anybody wants earrings, say it in the chat. All right, one watching now. So we are going back to brooches. 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 Okay. Two watching. All right. So, hey guys, we're going to go through these brooches. And I'm going to try to go relatively fast for you. Okay, so let's see. I have to get out some notes on this because not all of these pieces are mine. And I don't want to mess up what I'm supposed to sell something at. Okay, so, all right, here we go. I had a friend, she wanted me to put some brooches into the sale for her, so I did. And I'm actually going to start with her brooches. Okay, so here we go. We have these really cool monkeys. These are what you'd call, what do you call them? Scatter pins. Do you see how cool those are? Those are like little circus monkeys. Super cool. There definitely has some age to them. Super cute scatter monkeys. And those are going for $10. If anybody's interested, just type 10 in the box and say for the monkeys. Say 10 for the monkeys if you're interested. Okay, and we got this black rose. It's really cool. It's made out of metal. And there's the back of it for you. And that one is, let me make sure, where is that? Super cool. Where is that one? Oh yeah, sorry. $15 for this black rose. 15 for the black rose. Feel free to say 15 for the black rose if you're interested. Okay, this little Scotty is going for $10, guys. If anybody is interested in this little Scotty, and this actually does have a signature on the back of it, which is Napier. Yep. All right. So if anybody's interested in the Napier Scotty, that is $10, and he does have like red rhinestone collar, and he has